Well, I hope everyone is still with me, considering that this took 49 freaking minutes to get fixed. Uh, have I mentioned I'm not a fan of Google Chrome, mostly because, well, it does all kinds of crazy things, and it doesn't seem to be very compatible with YouTube. Now, isn't that ironic? Forgive me if I sound so salty. I'm a little frustrated. It's been a big week. Fear crawler's a little tired. How you kids doing? Oh my gosh, I gave myself such a headache just now. So, for some reason, every time I would launch, and I'm aware that this is a common bug in Google Chrome for whatever reason, I tried to launch the live stream. And every time I went to launch Google Hangouts, um, for whatever reason, um, the broadcast button disappears. Like it's not even there. Like it doesn't exist. Uh, do you hear the frustration in my voice? I would hope so, because I'm laying it down pretty thick. But we're here. That's all that matters. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. I'm sorry that we are late. Google Chrome, you suck. I'm just going to say that. Go ahead, demonetize this video. I'm not making money off it anyway. You suck. Excuse me one moment. As I mentioned on the last live stream, I had to quit drinking coffee, and I have to drink this fake coffee stuff that's made from some kind of weird nut. I don't know what the heck it is, but I think it starts with a C. It's not bad. It almost tastes like real coffee, kind of, sort of, maybe. Hello in the chat. Hello to both of you. Hello to all three of you. Is there four of you? Well, I would hope so. I am going to, you guys give me just a second, because what I had to do just now is I had to actually create a new chat session, a new live stream. And unfortunately, I'm worried that I left some people hanging in the other chat. So give me just 1 second. I didn't mean to do that. So I'm just going to copy a link real quick here. And computer crashes. I apologize. This thing, I just restarted it before, and it took it, I want to say, maybe 7 or 8 minutes just to get to the Windows welcome screen. That is how slow my computer is. So maybe one of these days, instead of, I don't know, donating to all these live streams, I should just invest in a new computer. But what fun would that be? All this drama makes me happy. Oh, Miss Monster, there you are. Hello. I just thought I lost you in the other chat. I apologize. Didn't mean to do that. I'm blaming Google. It's their fault that they can't fix their products. Here's why I'm so frustrated today. I was talking about how I've been picking up all these extra hours at work, not really by choice, mostly because I'm kind of forced to do it because we are horribly understaffed. I'm a supervisor, and I get paid a little more. But what they decided to do, and this actually makes me furious, they decided that anytime I pick up these hours and I cover these shifts when someone calls in sick or we're understaffed and I find myself working all these crazy hours, they give me a pay cut. Yeah, and it's a substantial pay cut, because they say, well, you know, you're working these other people's shifts. That's my phone. I apologize. I'll put that away. You're working these other shifts, so since you're not really, you know, at your desk working in that supervisor capacity, which is nonsense because I'm a working supervisor, I'm never at my desk. They decided to give me this pay cut and drop me down to whatever the rate is at the desk for the people that I'm covering for, and I think that is flipping ridiculous. So if I sound a little bit morose, I apologize. I'm just having that kind of week. No, Miss Monster, Chrome is not my best friend. Hey, how's your voice doing, by the way? How you doing? I know you were very sick for a while there. I hope your voice is back and that it's back to its normal, sweet-sounding self. How's everyone doing? 300 subscribers. Thank you. Let's just get that out of the way. Thank you. It's actually more than that now. I want to say I was a little apprehensive about doing a live stream this quickly after the previous one, since the previous one was for 200 subscribers, and this one is now for 300, and it was only like a week apart. And I kind of did the last live stream a little late, but I want to be sure that just in case I lost a couple of subscribers, that just in case. I didn't want to do it like, hey, 200 subscriber live stream, and then not have 200 subs there. So I waited a little longer than I should have, and now we're over 300. If you're wondering how that number jumped up so quickly, I go to a lot of live streams, and I donate in the super chats to support the channels, and people for some reason subscribe to me after that. I never asked them to, but they do anyway. I appreciate it, don't get me wrong, but you don't have to do that, okay? If you're listening, you don't have to do that. I'm just supporting the channel. That's why you'll never see me say, hey, come to my channel, check out Fear Crawler. I've got scary good stuff. You're never gonna hear me do anything like that. I'm totally dead set against that. That's like buying subscribers. I'm not gonna do that. But I do appreciate it. Vidith is in the chat. How are you, sir? Now if anyone wants to join in the live stream and you wanna chat, or on Google Hangouts here, hey, let me know. I'll send you the link. Again, it might take me a couple of seconds because the computer thingy is not good. Phantom of Darkness is in the chat as well. How are you, sir? Thank you for coming over. Appreciate that. Aren't you supposed to be on Swamp Dweller's live stream right now and harassing him? And that's I was a little apprehensive when I saw that he was doing a live stream tonight, because I'm like, oh, everyone's gonna be over there, no one's gonna be over here. But that's okay. I'm glad some people showed up. Thank you guys so much. Rest in peace, my $50. Yeah, I suppose. I'm not concerned, Easton Vids, I'm not concerned about $50. And the reason I'm not is because I work a very demanding job, and I get paid fairly well. And if I can support another live streamer, I'm going to do it. I don't mind doing that. I actually like it. It makes me feel good to donate, just like I donate to charities every year. I like helping people out. I don't want anything in return. I don't ask for anything in return. I don't expect anything in return. That's just the type of person I am. I was raised that way, and I'm always going to be that way. And whatever anyone wants to do with that money, I think I was in Mr. Beast's live stream before. He was trying to do a spinner for like, what were those things called? Flipper spinners? He's spinning this thing for 24 hours. That's his live stream. Seriously. He's, I can't say he's not original. So I'm like, yeah, here's $50 just because hey, whatever. Vidith is hanging out and editing. Okay, well, that's cool. Glad to see you're back to making videos. No, Miss Monster, you cannot send me a super chat. And even if I was at that point, because you have to have like 1,000 subs for that, I would not accept super chats. I would not even enable them. Yeah. Because you got married. No. Phantom. No, I'm not married. I think you're talking to me. Oh, Phantom, you wanted to come here. You're afraid you wouldn't be able to because you thought the stream would be earlier. You were working. Yeah. Easton Vid says, I love your videos, by the way. But now you just made me like even more. I'm a good guy. Thank you. I do my best to be a good guy. There are days where I'm not such a good guy. I lose my temper. I get frustrated like everyone else. And that's just, it's just stress. But that's beside the point. Yeah, who got married? That's what I want to know. Phantom, what are you talking about? Not me. Not this creepy crawler. I am not married. Oh, you're referring to Miss Monster. Okay. No, not me. All right. Thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, Vladimir, I am feeling much better. If you could even, if you go back to the 3 scary police stories or whatever the heck I titled that one, if you go back to that video and you listen to my voice, you can really hear me struggling to try to speak. my voice was still sounding really rough. And if you go back to the thank you video I did for 200 subscribers, that sounds even worse. And this, I was on the last live stream, I was coughing so badly, and I think I kind of got it under control, but whatever I have is still kind of hanging out. So I'm really, like, right now I'm trying not to cough. It's kind of there, but it's not as bad as it was, but it's still kind of there. I do want to get more scary videos up. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to do that lately. I have been incredibly busy with work. I'm still working on the videos. It's not like I just stop. But I took on a bunch of collabs with some really cool people. And I kind of want to get their stuff done first. It's not that I want to let my channel just die, especially not since I just hit, again, 300 subscribers. Thank you very much. I don't know. If somebody says, hey, can you you want to collab with me on this video? I'm like, oh, absolutely. And I want to get it done right away. I don't want to keep that waiting because I'm afraid I'll forget about it. And then I'll feel like a really bad guy because I said I would be there for that person and then I let them down. And no, I don't want to do that. I don't get it. Miss Monster shows up and DJ Dolly does not. What's going on here? Now, I thought she was going to be here too, but I guess not. So, kids, this is now actually, I think in just about a little less than 2 weeks, we will hit 11 months on this channel now. I had really wanted to have 100 videos up by this point, but with work and everything, I can't do it. It's not possible right now. I do have another video I'm finishing up. I will have it out hopefully tomorrow. I make no guarantees because I almost got called into work today because someone didn't show up, but luckily we got everything sorted out. So I wasn't even sure if I was going to do this live stream. It seems like everything was working against me tonight. And then the Google Chrome stuff happened. I want to like Google Chrome. I just can't make myself like it. What's going on? Okay, I just got an alert on my computer right now. Markbot is doing a live stream as well. What is going on? Is everybody live streaming tonight? Mr. Lonely Dark, there you are. Hello. Mr. Lonely Dark is in the chat right now. It's interesting for me to find out that he doesn't live that far away from me, so that's actually kind of cool. I like meeting local narrators, you know, that's pretty cool. So he and I were working on something. Well, I should say I am working on something with him. I don't know what I'm saying. He had asked me to collab with him, and I'm honored, absolutely. So I just sent him some audio recently, and I'm sure it's going to be amazing. He will make it amazing. I have faith. Heidi is in the chat. Hello, welcome. Hi, how are you? What's with all these people that I've collabed with just showing up in the chat? I mean, that's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but that is pretty awesome. You know, I kind of want to play some music, but I don't think I should because I'm not going to trust my computer to handle that much of a load right now. Basically, to power my computer, because it's getting older, I have a guinea pig, and he runs in a little wheel, and that generates enough electricity to keep the hard drive spinning. So if you hear like a little bit of a thumping sound, it's him just kind of tripping inside the wheel. He's still a little overworked, so I'll try not to make the stream super long. So you think I'm a swell guy? Oh, thank you, Heidi. Thank you so much. Once in a while I am. I mean, believe me, I have my days. Today I was really having one of those days. And it got better. Hitchhiker is in the chat. Hi, you're saying just dropping by to say congrats. Got to head off. You got a podcast to record. Okay, well, good luck with that. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, sir. I look forward to checking that out. Can we get a round of applause for Hitchhiker? Thank you. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate that. I'm not being sarcastic either. I really do appreciate that. I'm a big fan of yours, so thank you for showing up. So this whole ad boycott that's going on YouTube is actually, it seems to be getting somewhat better. I was reading from B Busta that he had actually started getting ads to play again on his videos, and unfortunately now I guess some of them actually came off of the videos, so they're not making any money. Rob Dyke is having a similar issue, but last I heard from Rob Dyke on his Twitter page, not from him personally because I don't know him in any personal way, shape, or form, thank you very much, was that he had a little talk with the people over at YouTube. How's that possible? Anyone ever try to call YouTube? I mean, are they as bad as Facebook? Because I've tried to call Facebook and you can't get a hold of anybody. You can leave a voicemail and no one will call you back. So anyway, he was saying that things are looking up. YouTube is saying that they do want scary stuff to stay on YouTube. Okay, fine, good, great. That's kind of what we're doing here. My question is, are you going to get the ads to come back and make them realize that everything's actually okay and we're not making disgusting videos? We're actually making good stories. We're telling stories. You can put all this other garbage on YouTube and they'll monetize the daylights out of it, yet you tell a scary story and you can't do that? No ads are going to play on your videos? Come on, give me a break. Who inspired me to do YouTube? That's a really broad question, and the reason I'll say that that's a broad question is because it's kind of like how to explain it. This channel for me is fairly new because it's less than a year old, but I've actually been on YouTube. I've had a YouTube presence for over 10 years, but yeah, this channel is new. But if you're asking me who inspired me to do YouTube, the people on YouTube. I just decided I wanted to make videos one day of all kinds of random nonsense. As far as why I want to do horror, I think the first horror narrator I was listening to was Mr. Nightmare. Doesn't everybody say that though? Almost everybody, not everybody, but like a lot of people tell you, oh, Mr. Nightmare got me into making scary stories. Well, I mean, he was a big influence. I mean, I like his narration style because he sounds very relaxed and very much like a normal guy. So yeah, he was a big influence as far as not all my stuff is like scary stories. Some of it is true crime, and maybe the true crime stuff is kind of because Rob Dyke does it. But yeah, there's so many that if I had to name every single person that inspired me, I would literally be naming probably every narrator that's in the chat right now. And if you go to my Twitter and you look at everyone that I follow on Twitter, anyone that I've collabed with, they all influence me in some way, shape, or form. So they're the ones that keep me going. Yvonne Sanchez, you love my voice. I don't know why you would say that, but thank you. I sound like an average guy. Corpse Husband got you into it, so you guess you're an outcast. No, Corpse Husband is amazing. I think he was maybe the fourth narrator that I got really, really addicted to. He's got a terrific voice. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check it out. He really does have a unique way of his delivery. He's just such a cool guy, you know? He really is. I like his voice a lot. He comes across, when you listen to his live streams, he comes across as a very shy individual. So I think he's a very genuine guy. So yeah, definitely check him out. I think he's a pretty cool guy. I love his narrations. I wish he would upload more often. Right now he's only uploading maybe once a week, and I think Mr. Nightmare is kind of like that. Sometimes Mr. Nightmare will go 2 months without uploading, but oh, well, thank you for the compliment. I don't think my voice is either of those things. I'm like 90, so I'm not youthful. You know what I'm hoping for? I'm actually hoping that if I throw out enough subtle clues to Vidith, I'm hoping that I'm kind of hoping he'll come on and tell like one of those like impromptu horror stories that he does with that creepy voice thing he can do. How does he do that? He told me once, he said it has something to do with he used to sing, and he could actually, after he do like warm-ups, he could actually make his voice do that weird sort of, I don't know how to describe it. What is that? It's like a fry vocal, but it's not. I think I'm not an expert. I have no idea, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you go and you listen to the interview he did with Margbot, and you listen to his regular speaking voice, the guy's only 20 years old. Listen to that. Then go and listen to the first video of his that I listened to, which is the astral projection video. Listen to his voice in that video and compare the two, and ask yourself, is that really the same person? And the answer is yes. Now, I've had him on the last live stream do that live on air. And when he was on Margbot's live stream during their Q&A, and I think Goodnight Goosebumps was on there as well, I was having him say things. I was typing stuff in the chat of what I wanted to say, just because I was so amused by how he can do that with his voice. No, Mr. Lonely Dark, I'm not 25. I might sound like I'm 25, but I'm not. I actually, to make my voice sound this way, I actually repeatedly punch myself in the Adam's apple. To, it stops the vocal cords from, from getting old and getting all that stuff built up on them, getting all callousy and stuff like that. That just kind of keeps them, nice and tender, keeps your voice young and inspiring. Yes, Miss Monster. I actually just sent you the Hangouts link. So if you go check your Twitter, it's going to be in your inbox. Yes, go ahead. Cough in the background all you want. I'm okay with that. But you have to come now. No, Heidi, I'm not a young man. I'm actually much older than you think. I'll put you this way. My age, I'm older than Corpse Husband. I'm older than Phantom of Darkness. I am younger than Dr. Creepin, but I won't say by how much. Just know that I'm somewhere in the middle there. How old am I? How old are you? No, Phantom, I'm not 35. No, Mr. Lonely Dark, you're asking how old. Again, I go back to my previous statement. 27, well, I still got you beat. No, Mr. Lonely Dark, I'm not 35. No, I'm not 40 either. Phantom, you are not 47. 47 is a hitman with a barcode on the back of his head. No, I'm not 32. No, Terry, I'm not 32. Yeah, if you keep guessing, eventually you're going to get it. But, as far as if I'm going to actually acknowledge that you're correct, I don't know. Maybe not. Don't you guys like mystery? Don't you guys like not knowing? Am I the only one that doesn't want to just talk endlessly about myself and all the ins and outs because my life is very boring? I don't know. 49? No, I'm not that old. I know you guys like horror, and what I'd like to do someday is I'd really love to do a live story on air. But I suck so bad at reading them that not only would it come across as robotic and cliche, I would also stutter a lot. And if I were to do a 2-minute story, that would be like the entire 3-hour podcast or live stream or whatever I'd be doing that night. However long it would go, it would be literally that 1 2-minute story. So yes. No, I'm not 49. Didn't I just say I'm not that old? Am I horrifyingly old? I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I'm older than I look, and I'm older than I sound. How's that? If you look at my avatar, that's my face in the morning. A little bit of foundation, a little bit of lotion, and clears that right up. And I look semi-normal. I usually wear a human mask when I go out in public, so that way people don't stare. Are you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Phantom, knock it off. Seriously. You're right, you don't know what I look like. Look at my avatar. It's right there. That's my real face. There are a couple of narrators that do know what I look like, but they're sworn to secrecy, mostly because I'm holding their children hostage. Did I say that? Don't tell. Don't you tell. No, I'm not 38 either. No, you can keep guessing, though. Is that going to be the whole live stream? I'm just going to answer, like, so it's going to keep guessing my age or something like that. If I cough right now, I apologize, but Whatever this is, should be taking antibiotics for it, but I don't want to. The last time I did that, it just made me feel worse. No, I'm not 42. I apologize. I just bumped my microphone. Oh, I apologize for that. No, I'm not 42. No, I'm not 38. I think I already answered that. On to the next topic. Yes, age is just a number. Thank you. It is. I will not let age become a factor in narrations. I will not allow everyone else's youth and inexperience to affect this channel. I kind of stole that one from Ronald Reagan. No, I'm not 39. No, I'm not 41. However, guys, it could also be possible that you might have already guessed my age and I just lied to you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Let's just talk about something else. Seriously, is that what you want to talk about? I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about the future of YouTube. Let's talk about really awesome, scary movies that we all enjoy. Let's talk about how amazing it is to hit 300 subscribers, considering that, 2 months ago I had barely 100? How did I choose my name? That's a darn good question. I'll put you this way. When I started looking at all the horror narrators that I was into, and I started to think, my gosh, all the really cool names are taken. I didn't know what to pick. I'm like, everyone's picking like dark and creepy and you know, things like that. And I thought, well, you can't pick the name Corpse because that'd be too obvious. Creeps was too much. You know, I didn't know what to pick. And I was like, well, let's think about this. If I want it to be something that's broad and all encompassing, because if you use Corpse, you normally think of something that's just death. And I didn't want it to be that dark because not everything I was going to do was going to deal with death. Some of it was just going to be scary things. And what better than the word fear? As far as Crawler, I guess that kind of comes from one of my favorite movies, which is The Grudge. The idea of anything crawling after you in the dark, to me, is a terrifying thought because you can't see it, but you can certainly hear it. And honestly, I spent maybe like a week and a half or 2 weeks just racking my brain over fear, but what? And then I came up with Crawler, and then I had someone design the avatar for me. And yeah, so I went from there, and the rest is kind of sort of history. I mean, do you guys like the new avatar? I mean, I did change it a little bit. I had a skull face added to it. The idea was that as like every year that goes by on the channel, what was going to happen is that it's almost like if you go back to the previous avatar, it's just the eyes. That's all you can see. Now you can kind of see the face. And I think maybe eventually you'll start to see more of the body of this mysterious figure. I think the reason I'm doing that is it's supposed to be like whatever is this, the fear crawler creature is like it's coming closer to a light source, so you're able to see more of it. I mean, I'll never ever retire the avatars. They'll always just kind of pop up sporadically. So you're a great YouTuber. Oh, thank you. I'm really not, but I appreciate that. Is The Nightmare Before Christmas overrated? I liked it. I didn't love it. I did enjoy it. I thought it was cute. Can't figure out audio, trying to talk. Okay, well, Miss Monster, now you're just making excuses. Oh, Dolly, DJ Dolly, you are downtown right now. You are supposed to be over here right now in the live stream with me. This is where you belong. This is your home. Older than Otis Jury? What? I have no idea what you're referring to, but okay. I like you because you have a good mic. Most scary stories have terrible mics, and you tell great stories. Well, thank you very much. I only got this mic maybe, I don't know, like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. If you listen to my first couple of videos, they sound really bad. I don't want to get rid of them. Oh, I actually want to keep them. Just to show progression. Deadly Sin, Triple X. Did you design your own avatar? Yes and no. I actually had a graphic artist make it for me because normally when I draw something, I do pen and ink, and I don't really have great photography equipment to photograph it. So I kind of give ideas of what I want, and then that the person kind of builds it from there. So yes and no. I'm not the person that drew it, but I have a say in the design. What mic do I have? I'm right now using a Blue Yeti, and I've got a really nice pop filter in front of it because I have a hard time. I constantly pop my P's. You are in Google Hangouts. Hang on a second. Well, I didn't mute you. Hang on, Miss Monster. Let me see what I can do for you. Well, no, you're not muted, so. How about now? I can hear clackety clacks. How about now?
Is it working now?
Now it's working.
Can you hear me?
Didn't I just say I could?
Oh, I don't know. I'm
There we
still
go.
sick.
That's fine.
Gross.
That's fine. We already made a deal that you would cough in the background.
Yes.
Okay, great. Yes, keep it PG. Pop my no. Ay, ay, ay.
I'm trying so hard.
Oh, we have to go there.
PG.
PG. Yes, PG, because the children might be listening.
The children.
We gotta think about the children on YouTube. Speaking of the children, did anyone see that link that I just posted the other day on Twitter that had to do? Rob Dyke posted this video about the mom and the kid and the disappearing ink on the carpet, and then screaming at the kid and making him, it was supposed to be a prank on the kid and screaming at him like he had done it. And
oh, the Daddy 05 or whatever.
That was the most unfunny thing I've ever seen. I couldn't find humor in it. I felt really bad for that little boy, and now because of it, those parents actually lost custody of those kids.
Oh yeah, they're nuts.
Who in their right mind, and they possibly could not be. I normally don't like to talk about other YouTube channels and stuff like that, but if you haven't seen this video, it's probably still up. But who in their right mind, for the sake of AdSense revenue, goes and traumatizes their children, and it's supposed to be a prank, and it's funny, and it's not. And that kid looked like he was emotionally damaged from that. Come on. Rob Dyke had done something out, and I just had to give my 2 cents on that. Go ahead, Miss Monster. You were saying. Oh, you brought me a drink. Thank you, DJ Dolly. Thank you.
I was just saying that's like all their videos. Like they just prank their kids and they think it's funny, and then at the end they're like, haha, just kidding.
That's so not funny though. I don't understand how videos like that, they get AdSense revenue, yet I can't tell a scary story. Come on. Seriously, come on.
It's like at the end of our videos, we have to go like, it's a joke.
We're just kidding. It's a prank. Start putting disclaimers. I mean, this video may offend you. This video may disturb you. Well, no kidding. You came looking for scary. Come on. How old am I? Old. Old.
No, you're not old.
I'm in the double digits somewhere.
No shit.
Does that help? Can we keep it at that?
Exactly, Heidi. It's just a prank.
Just a prank, bro. Just a prank. So how's things in the frozen north?
Pretty cold actually. It's been really cold and rainy the last like 2 weeks.
Okay, don't tell me the temperature in Celsius either, because I'll never make the configuration in my head.
I always have to Google it for you people.
Us people.
For you people.
for you people. Can't we move past all that?
Oh God. That was like to figure out the time for this stream and like other people's streams. Like, oh my gosh, okay, what time is it here? So I don't miss it.
Jazzy Weird says below or over 40. I'm less than 40. How's that? I think Dr. Creepin is like, he said he's mid 40s. Now that guy's got a cool voice. I would fake an accent for the rest of this live stream, but it would probably start out being British, and about 20 minutes into it would end up sounding Jamaican. I, I, I don't think I can pull off an accent other than this strange Midwestern accent that I kind of have.
I don't hear an accent.
Fear, do you have a job other than YouTube? You don't have to answer. Do I have, YouTube isn't a job for me, my friend. Nothing I do is monetized. I do this for fun. When I was really busy at it, when I was actually like super ambitious, and I was like, I'm gonna make a video every single day. I was doing like 5 uploads a week. Oh my gosh, did I burn myself out though, really, really fast, because I would record it, I'd listen to it, I'd make the video, and I'd hate it. So I'd delete it and start all over. And then channel was going okay. I wasn't getting subscribers very quickly. And I was like, oh, I'll make some tweaks, and I'll start making longer videos, and I'll just play around with it and see what works best. So no, I don't know. I don't know if I could ever do YouTube as a job, to be honest with you. Not that I don't like making videos. I love it. I just don't know that I would ever get to that point where it would be sustainable. And right now, the horror narrator community and anybody that does a scary channel is taking such a hit and taking such a beating from it, because the ad revenue is just not there, that I think for a lot of them it's not sustainable, and they're having to weigh the option of do I go and work a regular job again? Because some of them, they spend 2 or 3 years building their channel, some even longer than that. And they actually hire people to help them with the editing and with the sound and the artwork and doing their intros and stuff like that. So that you have a whole team of people there. These people are now in the very real danger of losing that. And people might say, well, just get a regular job, suck it up. But look at it like this way. This is my thinking, and I told Swamp Dollar the same thing. If you go to a place that you hate every day to get a paycheck, you are now at a job. Congratulations. And a lot of us are in that situation. If you go to do something that you love and you make money doing it, we call that a career. Which of those two things, when you were in school, did you say that you wanted? We had this little thing called Career Day, and you talked about a career that you wanted, something you would love and enjoy and make money doing. If you can make money doing YouTube and you make a good living off it, I'm not going to fault you for that. That's just brilliant. That's just a great strategy. And don't think that there is no hard work in making videos, because any narrator will tell you, anybody that does YouTube videos will tell you, even a gamer will tell you the amount of time it takes to go through and edit everything, take out mistakes, you have the uploading, just trying to market even your videos and get people to watch them is very difficult. I mean, look at the most popular gamers on YouTube. They upload 2 to 3 videos a day, 7 days a week. That's insane. So ask yourself how much time they have at the end of the day to actually even have personal lives, or how much they have to get other people involved in these challenges just to keep them going, because the demand gets so high, and how they have to constantly try to one-up themselves. It's a very difficult thing. So the point of my diatribe here, children, is that I don't think I could really do YouTube for a living. I really just don't. I don't think that the channel would ever have enough views or enough ad revenue, or even have anything where it's sustainable. So no, I will always be doing a regular job. I don't know if I'll ever have a career. Fear, I work at 7 tomorrow, so I'm gonna get off, hang out with me, hang out with your. Oh, you're gonna hang out with your roommate. You should hang out with me. We don't live that far away. Congratulations. Good night. Thank you, Mr. Lonely Dark. Take care, sir. Do I like memes? Depends on the meme.
You don't like it? There's so many good ones.
And there's some that are really not.
Well, yeah, but
you're a teacher. You don't have to rely on YouTube ever for a check. Well, that's true, and that's good. But I mean, the question is, which of the two would you enjoy doing more full time? I mean, teaching or doing YouTube, which is largely an entertainment-driven machine. So I guess it just comes down to what do you want to do? I mean, some people look at, I think, was it Markiplier? He was going for what, biomedical engineering, but here's a kid who, and I can call him kid because I'm quite a bit older than he is. Here's a kid who, at the time when he was in his early 20s, was uploading 2 videos a day, 7 days a week. He was in college and he had a job. Wow, amazing. Talk about ambition. He decided that I like YouTube better. Well, I'm not going to fault the guy for that. I mean, he probably would have been a terrific engineer. He's a terrific YouTuber. So Ghost Warrior 776. Can I give you a shout out because you subbed? Why, yes, I think I just did. Thank you for subbing. I see you wrote that twice.
I saw it too.
That's okay though. That's okay though. Listen, the chat's not moving that fast that you have to write it twice, but it's okay.
Do
I
you
still,
lift?
I still love you.
Do you
Do
lift,
I
Phantom?
do I lift? Phantom Darkness says, do you even lift? Yes, I do.
I lift coffee.
Oh, sure. Rub it in my face since I just quit drinking coffee recently.
Sucks. I think I drink enough for like 5 people a day. So
I used to be really guilty of that. There's a time when I drank 2 to 3 pots of coffee a day, and I realized that that's not healthy.
no, that's not very good. But
But the thing is that I didn't know what else to do. I didn't like drinking other things. I wasn't into fruit juice. I didn't really like drinking water, and it's not good if you drink coffee when you work out because it dehydrates you. But yeah.
yeah, I just replace my water intake with more coffee, so it just works out.
It's kind of water. I mean, it is,
Just dirty water.
Yeah, dirty water.
Can you change the pic we are seeing on the screen to something spooky?
Something spooky. What? That's not scary enough for you? You don't like that?
What's on the screen?
Oh, probably just my avatar, I think.
It's either me or you.
Yeah, depends on who's talking.
Fruit poop juice.
No, jeez. Oh, come on. I'm still drinking my fake coffee over here.
Phantom PG.
That's all the more PG he gets.
Oh god.
If Hitchhiker was still here, it would escalate quite quickly, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah.
I love him. Don't get me wrong. He's a terrific guy. But
Heidi.
he really knows how to up the stakes in
Yep.
in a stream.
Yep. I thought I was forward, and then I met him, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh boy, Heidi. Oh jeez.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I should change it. I need a family-friendly avatar. I'm working on it. My artist is taking forever, but
Yeah, I saw that on your Twitter, and it looks really nice.
I can show you. Actually, I'll send it to you. Maybe, if I have it. I sent it to Heidi. She liked it. See, I still sound like a gross person.
Do I like Boo
Oh.
Boys?
Sorry, that was me.
I loved. No, I think that was my phone. Hey, wouldn't that be creepy if we got Twitter alerts at the same time? We probably did.
No, that was me sending you a Twitter message.
Well, yes, you did. Okay.
Do I like what? Oh, that's your name. Okay, God.
Okay, I'm sleepy. We should collab sometime, though. Yes, we actually should. You know what? Just send me a private message or direct message me on Twitter or something, and we'll talk about that. Okay. Oh, nice avatar. I like seeing that there's so many different steps to it here. This is pretty cool.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
See, now here's what I was trying to do, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna flip and finish this. I was trying to, every time I do a collab with somebody, I'm trying to make a collage so that I have all the different narrators I've collabed with, and DJ Dolly beat me to it. So she actually put one up on her Twitter the other day that had everyone in there. She actually had me in there too, which is really cool.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool.
That was so awesome, and I was like, son of a gun. That was
I could draw like that.
I was totally gonna do the same thing. Except the problem is that every time I want to start drawing it, I suddenly get another collab that I do. So then I'm not really sure how I want to position everybody and where I want them, because I don't want to erase somebody and draw somebody over someone else.
Makes sense.
Do you watch Blasphemy?
I,
It sounds like someone I would watch. Okay, I have no idea what that even says. I apologize.
I, I have no, what? Blast?
I have no idea, Phantom. What are you even talking about?
I know it's Cinco de Mayo, Phantom, but like, are you like drunk or something?
I understand we're going into the weekend, but look, you don't have to get a jump start on it like that, okay? Just
Someone drink for me. I can't drink on my antibiotics.
dial it back. Dial it back. Let's dial it back.
Um, oh, that kid was me. What are you talking about?
Sometimes Phantom goes on these really long, he'll post these really long message strings, and it'll start out being a really good story, and then all of a sudden it'll change like midway through, and I'll get so lost. And the worst part is I'll go and I'll keep rereading because I'm trying to follow it. And I don't know if he just does that to mess with me. It's hilarious, don't get me wrong. You're drunk from work? Yeah, I hear you. I hear that.
Oh man. He sent
I'm
me the funniest video a couple weeks ago, and I keep watching it. It's them like, I don't know if she's drunk or if she's tired or she's like breaks into someone's house and they're like, "Excuse me, miss, like you need to get out. Like this is my house." She's like, "No, I copped it. I copped." And he's like, "I don't know what that means. You need to get out." She's like, "No, I copped it." So I said I copped his channel. Oh my god. When's your next story coming out?
I'm actually hoping to have it out tomorrow. I make no guarantees of that because I never know what's going to go on with work lately. I'm trying to do longer videos. I ran a poll on Twitter a while ago and I asked, do people like the shorter ones with more uploads or do you like longer videos? And the vast majority of people said that they want videos around like 15 minutes or longer. So I'm trying to stay with that magic number. It doesn't always work out, but since they're getting longer, they take a lot longer to edit. Sometimes I'll spend 2 days editing the darn things because I'm a perfectionist, and if there's something that sounds really off, I'll just delete it and start all over. Yeah, but no, hopefully, I'm hoping before the weekend is over, I'll have it up.
I will watch it. I will retweet it. I will comment.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Why did I give Mr. Beast $50? Well, I actually answered that question in the beginning of the stream. Mr. Beast was, I don't know why he was doing this. Maybe he's either going to be the most brilliant live streamer in YouTube history, or he's going to end up being possibly the most clueless live streamer in YouTube history. In that the first video of his that I saw was where he just was, the video was him counting for 24 hours straight. Why? I don't know. Why did I watch it? I don't know. But that's almost brilliant somehow because a lot of people actually watched it and liked the video. So he was live streaming before that. He's got one of those like little spinners and he's just spinning it and blowing out. And the idea is that he's going to spin it for 24 hours.
Oh
Again,
Lord.
he is either the most clueless live streamer or he is the most brilliant live streamer in the history of YouTube. Because the thing is that I went to this video, I was like, how many people are watching this thing? It was like over 30,000 people were watching it. Oh my goodness.
30?
He's spinning a spinner. And people were actually liking the video. And I was like, I'll stop by. So I donated because I want him to get a pizza when that's done. He's gonna have to because he's gonna be exhausted. He's gotta eat something. And why 50? The reason I do that is because if I donate a bigger amount, whatever I write there will stay at the top of the chat longer. So he doesn't have to rush to read it. He can actually read the smaller denomination amounts when people super chat, like the $2. He'll have time to read those because that chat was going really fast, and I wanted him to have time to read those, and he could just get to my question whenever. And my question was just nothing. I just were on there just because. So that's why.
What do you say when you donate to Dark again? Oh God, what's the word?
Oh, redacted.
Yeah.
Every time. Okay, when I first started watching Dark's channel, it was actually during a live stream, and he was doing an SCP story, and there's always sections of those stories that are purposely blacked out so that way it looks like it's a redacted file. So he always says he has this cool voice changer filter that he does, and he always says redacted, and it sounds so cool. So I have this running gag that I just keep sending him super chats. Just keep saying redacted, or I'll start writing a sentence, and all of a sudden I'll just say redacted, and I'll make him read it. Understand, maybe that's a little selfish of me because I kind of do that for my own amusement, and I'm more than happy to pay to help support the live stream because look, if people are live streaming, they're not at work. You know, they're kind of stuck on the stream trying to talk to you. They're giving you their time, and live streaming, people think it's free, and it's really kind of not, because you do have to spend your own time, and you know, no one's paying you for your time. And if his channel isn't getting ad revenue, well, that's a problem. So I'm just doing my bit to help out. So that's kind of why I do that. I'd never ask for subs for myself. I never ask for a shout out for my channel. I've never once done that. I'm never going to, because that's selfish, and it's selfish in the wrong kind of way. If somebody's in the chat and they like write down a super chat that they want to say, but they don't have the money to super chat to donate, I'll just donate on their behalf so that their chat can stick to the top longer, so that that person has time to read it. So that's why I do that.
Yeah, I've seen you do that. Because you're nice.
I have my moments. Can you give me $5 here? No, you cannot. Reason you cannot is because I don't have a super chat enabled. One, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, which I don't. But I mean, eventually, someday, like 50 years from now, Social Blade has it projected that I'll hit 1,000 subscribers after about 5 years, which maybe that's true. And even if I did, I wouldn't enable super chats on my stream. Toaster Roaster, sup? Hey, what's up?
I like that name. Interesting.
It's pretty clever. I will give you that. Terry Cloth writes a heart. I'll bet that's for you, Miss Monster. I'll bet that's for you.
For me? What did I do?
It's gotta be for you. It can be for me.
Oh, because I wrote you the best. No, I mean, no, it was for you. Definitely for you.
Oh, you saw my channel when I gave $50 to BS. Yes, I did that because I'm worried about his fingers. He's going to have like calluses on his thumb and index finger from spinning that thing. I also want him to get a pizza when that's done, because he's going to need the energy. He might be in a coma when that's finished. I worry about the kid, okay?
Is it still live?
I am willing to bet you that it's still live, because he said he wasn't going to stop the stream. He said it's going to go for 24 hours. I don't know how he's got that kind of stamina, because the last time I worked a 24-hour shift, I had to punch myself in the leg to stay awake. And I mean, I was up and moving around. I wasn't sitting down in a comfortable chair. He said he wanted to stop the stream once he hits 1 million subs. I think he's probably going to hit 1 million subs just because people are going to get worried about the guy.
I need to watch it. I need to know. I need to see this madness.
I'm sure it'll still be going once our live stream is over here.
Oh man, I'm trying not to die.
Yes, I did donate a large amount of money to Dark Somnium. Yes, I did. He's a nice guy. I worry about him. You know, I worry about him. One thing you'll find out, and this has been my experience since I joined the horror community, I'm still relatively new to it, is that everyone is actually exceptionally nice. So you're not going to find me, not helping somebody out. If I can help them out, I'm absolutely going to. What I would like people not to do is, if you ever see me super chat somebody, please don't come to my channel and start spamming the comments and saying donate me money. Please don't do that. Send me a private message, and we can have that discussion. If you're having a financial problem, talk with me about it first, but please don't start posting on my channel with comments like that, because it just doesn't look good on the video. Okay, if you want to comment about the video, absolutely do that. I appreciate that, but if you're asking for money, just send me a message. Okay, just please don't spam the comment section like that, because the other people won't appreciate that. And I don't want people to end up, if you have a channel, I don't want somebody going to your channel and attacking you. I just want to avoid that. Okay. Phantom, I tell you what, live stream. I'll be happy to donate.
I'm having financial problems.
Yeah, you're having financial problems, aren't we all? Yeah,
Yeah,
one Canadian. You'll give me $1 Canadian.
it's a
Don't.
loony. It's a coin.
Canadian money is so weird looking.
No, it's pretty.
Why am I sitting here listening to people talk and looking at a picture of a female Frankenstein half naked? Please answer. That is actually Miss Monster's avatar.
I'm sorry. I can't dress her. It's a picture. I'm working on it.
I mean, it's still covered. It's not really being,
I don't fall under your PG rules.
gratuitous. Well, I mean, it depends because when I was growing up, PG and PG now were a lot different. When I was growing up, the PG-13 rating didn't exist. It actually was because Steven Spielberg kept pushing the violence in his movies. They're like, oh, it's too violent for PG, but not quite violent enough for R, so we have to create a PG-13 rating.
And that's how it was made.
What got you into horror? What got me into horror? If you're talking about horror narration, I'm going to say because there are just so many terrific horror narrators on there. The first one I listened to, of course, was Mr. Nightmare. And I like that he just sounds like an average Joe, just like me, except that he's got a different accent than I do because we're from totally different states. So he was the first one that I actually, the first time I heard one of his stories, it might have been, I want to say it was like the pizza delivery story, but it was probably not that one because I've been listening to him for a couple of years now. I heard one story and I started binge listening to them. And most people, for whatever reason, they like to listen to Mr. Nightmare during the day when the lights are on. I do this before bedtime. That is my little thing. That's my me time. I listen to the horror stories before I go to bed. Phantom, knock it off. McCreepypasta, I think that's actually Creeps McPasta, I believe. Have I heard of him? You're talking about what happened with the people breaking into his house? Yeah, I've heard of that.
And that sucked.
That really did. And I felt so bad for him. And the thing is that if you listen to when he talks in that video, he wasn't really he didn't really care about the other personal effects in his house. He was upset because he lost all of his videos that were on the hard drives and he lost all the fan art. And that's what hurt him the most. So
family photos, like
he was concerned about those types of things. So he didn't care about the other stuff. And that tells you what type of person he is. And he still wanted to make videos. He still wanted to continue. And, people started to go fund me. He wasn't even asking for that. Someone else did that on his behalf. So, I mean, that's one of those just really incredible stories. There are so many people out there on YouTube that have bigger channels and they scam people. And I hate that. They fake videos. They do all these kinds of horrible things. They have these fake giveaways. I had one giveaway on my channel and that was for an iPod Touch. And I bought that with my own money. That wasn't a freebie that I got from somewhere. That wasn't something I got from like a crane machine or something like that. That was something I actually went out and I purchased, and I still have the receipt for it. And I just picked somebody random from the comment section on that video, and I sent it to that person.
Oh, nice.
So that's the type of person I am. So it's just a different breed of people in the horror narration community, I guess. That's just it's been my experience.
There's good people. There's bad people.
I stay away from the bad ones.
Yeah, good.
And you won't find me calling any of them out because I just don't see the point, Because
you're not a bad one.
I try not to be.
Phantom.
Now, the nice thing about this is that when this video, when we end the podcast here or the live stream or whatever you guys want to call it, whatever you children call it these days, is that
you're not that old.
The chat and all the wonderful, colorful things that Phantom is typing in there will disappear. And I don't have to read them. I won't have to read them.
I'm a bad person.
No, Phantom, you're not a bad person. You're very cool. You're a very cool guy. And every every horror narrator I'm meeting now is always so much younger than me. So I almost want to say that I feel old, but then I've met a few that are actually older than me, so I don't feel so bad. Of course, their channels are way better than mine, so then I kind of feel a little bad, but only for a moment.
Yeah, I'm a pipsqueak compared to you, apparently.
What?
No, you're not
Maybe.
old.
Oh, I mean, you know how old I am.
Yeah, yeah.
You know my real age.
I know you.
You know me.
Don't worry, I got you. I
You got
guess.
me. Yeah, until I could just see this going like south really badly. Like let's say my channel just explodes and all of a sudden I become like this really like stuck up, arrogant idiot. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, I'll expose you and I know who you really are and I've got your picture. And
Oh
yeah,
God.
actually you actually know my real name too.
Yeah, I do.
And that was on accident because of Yahoo. Somehow Yahoo likes to change the name on my emails from time to time, and I actually don't care about that because if horror narrators know who I am, I don't care about that.
You know mine. It's fine.
I know yours,
Yeah.
but I don't even call you by that though.
Yeah, no.
I know Vidus as well, but I don't call him. I call him Vidith. I don't call him anything else. And I'm always going to assume, even though I haven't met him face to face, I'm always going to assume that that avatar is an actual picture of him, and I'm just going to leave it at that. That's just what it's going to be.
I'd be shocked if he had a face.
He has two eyes
Yes, two.
and no mouth.
I like how someone photoshopped the Canadians from South Park onto his.
I saw that. That was actually it's like the Terrence and Phillip. That was
Oh,
hilarious.
too good.
I saw that. That was good. He's a cool guy. I wish he was on the chat right now because I really want him to tell that popcorn story again.
Oh my God.
How does he do that? How does he come up with that stuff just on the spot like that?
I kept sending him popcorn emojis. He was so mad. What? Oh yeah. Yeah, I know your name, fandom. I wonder what Heidi's name is.
I have no idea.
I wonder.
I mean, for the longest time since she was using Venom as her avatar, I assumed that might be how she looked. How little did I know. See, now it's a good thing that I didn't start that collaboration art before, because now she actually changed her avatar, so it's actually like it's her. So it's a good thing I didn't start working on that already.
And I will have one that's less revealing.
Okay, super. Cheetah Girl says, "Howdy, hi, how are you? Howdy." I like your avatar.
That's a scared looking cat.
That's cute. Come on. Heidi's name is probably Paul or something. Sure, Phantom. I suppose that's possible.
Heidi, I need to know this. I can't meet you and not know your name. Oh yeah, Heidi and I we're gonna hang out soon. Stoked.
Yeah, you're both from Canada though, so I would assume that isn't that weird? I suppose in the States we assume that if two people are from Canada that they must know each other and hang out all the time.
No, I feel like I'm closer to Phantom than I am to Heidi.
Oh, Phantom, did you hear that?
Distance-wise. Distance.
Oh, come on, distance of heart.
Yes, he did. He used to call me my real name, and then I made this account. Many, honestly, probably a bunch of narrators know who my personal account is, but they don't actually know who I am here. So it's kind of funny. We have another Canadian. Yeah, pretty close. Yes.
It's strange because I just checked my analytics this morning, and I don't get a lot of people from Canada listening to the videos. Although I'm getting a lot of people from other countries that I'm not familiar with. So I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I had, what did I, like UK, Spain. like, I don't know any of you people.
But that's good though. I mean, hey, if people are listening from other countries, that's awesome. Then I can say that I'm global.
That is true. That is a good point.
It's been raining the last few days. It's actually been kind of nice here.
Oh, we must be close. It's been raining so much.
Finally got nice out here. Finally had the sun out and it was actually nice and warm. I'm not again, I can't tell you the temperature because then you got to convert it. Let's
I
just say warm
I
and sunny and spring-like. Does that make you
no,
think warm thoughts?
I mean nothing to me. Give me a number, man.
I can't. If I say 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and then you can convert it into those backwards numbers that you use there in the north.
That is 15 degrees Celsius.
Because if you say 15 degrees around here, people assume it's cold, you know.
I mean, that's kind of it's warm. Welp. What?
Welp, yep.
Welp.
Welp and yep. You consider California a different country. I kind of do too.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing down there, but
And that's why I don't live in California. I live in a relatively small town, so I mean it's not like population 5 or anything like that, but I don't know that I would handle living in a really big city because I've been all over the world and I don't do well in big cities because I don't like big crowds. So if anyone's thinking I'm ever gonna do like one of those big fan meetups, if like the channel ever gets really big, no, I'm sorry, scary. Um, what does fear crawler fear? Crowds, 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 and really tall buildings and water, and the letter Q.
the letter Q.
It's like an O with a slash mark through it, and somebody got lazy and didn't go all the way through it. You know, it's strange to me. I don't like it. Although, if we ever did do a really big horror narrative meetup, I said this in the last live stream, we'd all have to wear like dress as our avatars.
Oh, well, I cosplay, so I would totally be down to dress as my. Well, I mean, with clothes on, not this one specifically.
Not that, you might have a problem getting into the convention if you did that particular one. So
Yeah, actually, no, I've seen worse at Fan Expo. I've seen worse.
Phantom, oh come on now.
Oh my gosh. These are getting deleted. These
Oh boy, oh my goodness. I live in a town with 500 something people, really small. My town's bigger than that, but I mean, considering the state I'm in, it's actually pretty small. I mean, I've been in smaller areas, but I like it here for the most part. I mean, it's usually quiet. Although in front of my house there are a lot of bars. There's bars on like every corner, and they're so loud. And it's the start of the weekend, so I'm actually surprised that they haven't started like screaming. And I'm sure in the morning I'll find a bunch of broken glass and bottles on my front lawn. Go me.
Oh, fun. That's like, that's definitely your scene.
Yeah, it's then I gotta wait a few days before I cut the grass so I don't get all the glass shrapnel flying everywhere.
Oh gosh.
Let's make the downstairs neighbor cut it. It's fine. There's no glass. I checked. Go ahead, cut it.
Just cut it.
What are we hiding from?
It's
not that I'm hiding. It's like this. I think that a certain amount of anonymity is important because if you get really close with your listeners, some will always respect that there's the friendship that you have kind of exists in there's boundaries there. There's some gray spaces there, and unfortunately, there are always going to be a small percentage of the population that are always going to feel that gray space, that boundary doesn't exist, and they'll try to go beyond it. And that's why I don't like throwing out a bunch of information. I mean, people eventually connect the dots and whatnot, but I don't want people to start, let's say, showing up at my house.
Oh,
I have kind of a fear of that, and I'm also afraid that if I reveal too much and I get too close with people, and they know me in a personal way, and I know nothing about them, I would feel that that's almost like an unreciprocated friendship, and I would feel guilty for that because someone would know so much about me, and I wouldn't be able to actually get to know everyone in a personal way, in the same way, and that would bother me. So that's kind of what my deal is. I mean, look, Mr. Nightmare's been narrating now. I think he's going into his 4th year now, I believe. He's never done a face reveal. I mean, his videos out there, there's a video out there somewhere of him with his face. And someone did try to reveal him on Twitter, I think a year and a half ago. And I remember when someone hacked his account, and I felt horrible for the guy. And I thought, what a horrible, disgusting thing to do to somebody. If somebody doesn't want to reveal themselves and they want to be private, just let them be private. And if somebody does, great. I don't want to feel the pressure. Like I said, some narrators know what I look like. I don't care about that because we work together. If we were in the same building, editing on the same software and on the same computer, we would see each other. So to me, it's not that big of a deal because I consider them to also be coworkers as well as friends. But if it's comes to the actual listeners, I just don't think now would be the time. You know what I mean?
yeah, makes sense.
It's just my feeling. It's nothing personal. It's something that I just don't think is right now would be. It's not for me personally. It just isn't appropriate.
I was like quite shocked when Curtis McPasta did a face reveal on that video.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
Honestly,
and
I
I
didn't
just
picture that at all, but
and it's weird. I didn't, and maybe that's the other thing too is that I don't look like I sound. That's just my opinion. That's my thinking. And I don't want to disappoint anybody. I'm not 60 or anything like that, but I don't look like I sound, okay? For one. And two, I think with him doing that, I again, same thing. I didn't when I hear his voice and I see how he looks, I don't connect it to. I still don't, and I cannot.
no, I couldn't. I agree.
My brain does not let me do it. It's kind of like when you grow up and you watch cartoons and you listen to the voices and you always kind of envision that the actor looks just like the character they're doing the voice for.
Yeah.
And then you see him in real life, you go, whoa, no, 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 wrong. That's just wrong. It's the same thing. I'm not saying he's a bad looking guy.
No,
Don't
no, no.
don't take it out of context. But I don't make the correlation. So I prefer to I give you another one. Because my nephews are always watching Stampy Cat. When I saw what he really looked like, I was like, no, that can't be. That can't be right. He's a cat. He has to be. He has to be. This isn't right. He's a cat that plays Minecraft. Everyone knows this. What's going on? Black is white and up is down. What's happening? What's wrong with the world? So I don't make the correlation. My brain just doesn't allow me to do it. Phantom, that's your real face though. You don't look like you sound, but that's your face right there with the skeleton. Don't let anyone know what you really look like. Oh wait, too late. You already did.
Yeah, he posts selfies all the time.
I know he does.
He's like,
He's
yo,
like,
look
and
at
this will be my last selfie for a while, and it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Look, this is my last selfie. Guys, I bought Mountain Dew. Check it out. Or his Q&A video. I think, yeah, he opened up with.
Record you commenting child abuse on one of Daddy of Five's videos. No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh no.
I have other YouTube channels that are kind of like dead channels, and I used to use those to comment a lot. But typically, if I'm gonna comment on a video, it's got to either be a video where it's just somebody that's uploading something like secondhand or third hand that they don't really have any. They're not going to reply to it. And I give an idea about my feelings about the video. But if it's somebody else's video, I don't want to start a war on YouTube. I don't want to start attacking somebody else's channel because there are enough people out there to do that are going to have the same type of mentality and thinking on my behalf that will do it without me even asking them to do it. They're just going to do it anyway. So I just don't see what the benefit would be. I think that my attempt on YouTube, at least with this channel, is always to try to be very positive about it, because I don't go into these live streams and try to make trouble. I go in there to just watch people have fun and just support the streams. If I'm in a chat, I just, I joke around, I have a good time. I don't want to do anything negative because I just don't think that there's any good that could come from that. And YouTube has enough nonsense going on with it right now anyway that it would just be very self-defeating. So I won't do it. If I had to kill someone who is chatting, who would it be?
Like
Next question. Wow.
I might do a face reveal when the time is right. Dude.
I don't know that I would kill somebody that's chatting because they're just trying to say something. There is no have to kill in my universe. I know most of the people in the chat right now in some way, shape, or form, so no. Yeah, Phantom is already dead. You can't kill him. He's been dead inside for so many years. So many years.
He's actually older than you.
Yeah, of course he is. he can just keep telling himself that. Accepts my fate because I'm the newest person here. Terry Cloth. Well, okay. You need like a Ricola or a lozenge or something to get that to clear out. I'd recommend drinking something hot to sort of flush the garbage out of your chest,
And you don't even know. I'm like holding it in, so I just don't like disgust people.
I can kind of hear it hitting the microphone. I'm messing with you. I'm just messing with you. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you.
I'm sorry, Toaster Roaster. I really don't know how to answer that question. If I had to kill someone who's chatting, who would it be? Toaster Roaster's like, answer it. Come on, answer my question. I don't know.
I volunteer because I'm ready. I'm too sick to live anymore.
Okay, I see what you did. See what you got going on here. Now Miss Monster wants to sacrifice herself at the hands of Caller. Drink some pickle juice. No, Phantom, that's for hiccups. It's not for coughing. It's for hiccups.
Hiccups.
Yeah, the alum. It stops the involuntary movement of the diaphragm. So.
Oh well, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, and who says that these live streams can't be educational?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, drink some pickle juice. Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to do that actually. Not because I had the coughs, but because I used to like pickles.
Honestly, confession time, I do that with olives.
I love olives.
Olive juice? Oh my god.
Honey lemon tea is meant to be good for sore throats. That's probably true.
I hate honey. Everyone's telling me to have honey, and I can't do it.
What if you do it in some tea? Would that help?
I don't know.
Maybe you should do that. Should at least try it.
Maybe. I still have my Starbucks, so.
Drink potato juice.
Oh.
Okay, Phantom just says he wasn't being serious. Now he says drink potato juice. Can you juice a potato? I mean, wouldn't you? I don't know. Unless you're talking about that water that's left after you make mashed potatoes. You boil them and all that starchy water. It's kind of like after you make spaghetti, you got that starchy water.
I met a guy who smelled like that once, and I told him, like up front, like I have no filter. I'm like, oh, you smell like potatoes. I mean, he wasn't offended. He was just questioning why that came to mind.
Worst part is it was on a date.
No. I love you. Oh my god.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
PG. I think I'm doing an excellent job at saying PG.
Yes, you are. I appreciate that. Phantom is just writing things in the chat that are very suggestive.
He's being me.
He's trying to fill in the gaps. He's making up for it.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to mute my mic because I need to die for like 5 minutes.
You go ahead. I'll keep everyone else entertained.
Oh, fantastic.
You go right ahead. How's everyone doing there? Everyone good? Having a good time? I know I am. I think we learned a lot today, didn't we? We learned about potato juice. We also learned about the compulsion to drink olive juice and how some people actually find this to be quite beneficial and enjoyable. I think we learned something about pickle juice and how that can actually stop the involuntary movement of the diaphragm and actually cure hiccups. I think that has something to do with the property of the alum. I can't be 100% certain, but I think we can all leave this experience knowing that we've learned something about ourselves and the way the world works, and possibly even about humanity itself. Innuendo save the world, but yeah, I'm filling the void. Yes, Phantom, yes, you are. You scared everyone away from the chat. I'm starting to think maybe you did. I am not going to fault you for it, though.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah, way to go. Well, it was going so well until Phantom showed up.
That's my fault. I told him to come.
I'm happy he's here. I'm happy everyone showed up.
Anyway, I almost hit the camera button.
No, don't do that.
Oh boy.
Face reveal. Face reveal. The moment of truth.
No.
Yeah, right as you cough.
So hot. I've been around weird people. Oh, like weirder people or just weird people in general, Terry?
I'm going to assume weirder people.
I mean, my friends are weird, so honestly, this is nothing. Even that's why I'm so used to Hitch, because like that's nothing.
I had when Gothic Librarian was doing her, I think it was her 400 sub live stream, and that's the live stream, and I think Hitchhiker was there in the chat, and oh my goodness, I wanted to, I was actually on. I was actually on Google Hangouts at the time, and I was gonna talk and say stuff, and I had questions I wanted to ask, but the chat was just going so crazy, and the talk was just so. Well, yeah, Hitchhiker was there, so I don't know if I need to say anything else, but yeah.
Yeah.
He he has this way of just kind of like showing up on live streams and turning everything very much into let's just say NSFW kind of thing, you know. That's just his personality, though.
Well, my first stream ever. It was like day 2 of my channel, and he's like, "Girl, you need to come on," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So it was me and like 6 other guys and like Mr. Deep Web and stuff like that, and I think I got like 1 word in. I was just, and I felt so bad, and I didn't want to just leave, so I'm like, "Okay, I'm leaving." Okay, bye guys. Bye.
Yeah, if you go back to Gothic Librarian's 400 subscriber live stream and you listen to it, if you listen at the right moment, you'll actually hear me in the background go. And that was it. I don't think I even asked one question the whole time because there was no moment, there was no break in the dialogue for me to interject, and I kind of felt bad for her too because I think she was trying to talk. And I mean, it's cool. I mean, it was just like a bunch of friends, just you know, chatting and everything. But at the same time, I actually had a serious question I was going to ask, and midway through the chat, I was just like, oh, I'll just. Maybe some other time I'll ask her. I'll probably just ask her on Twitter or something.
Just DM her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to do. She, Mr. Lonely Dark was just in here, and Gothic Librarian, myself, and Mr. Lonely Dark are actually working on a video together. We both just sent in our audio, and I know he said it's going to take him a little bit to get it all together because the dialogue he has in it is there's quite a bit. So he had way more lines than any of us. I'm actually looking forward to it. So I'm hoping he gets that posted soon. So I mean, it's kind of cool that all of us narrators, we know each other somehow. We've either worked together or we've seen each other on all these live streams. So I think that's really cool.
I know, that's how I've met most of these people, and I'm in like the most random Twitter group chats. I'm like, I don't even know half of you people, but it's the funniest stuff.
I had this morning I was actually trying to lay down because I was just exhausted, And I was in one of the Gothic librarians, and I had to actually just exit the chat because my phone would not stop beeping. And
Oh,
I can't silence it because if work calls or sometimes they'll text, I have to answer it. So I have to keep it at like full volume. And it just kept blowing up. I was like, oh, I've got to get some sleep. Oh my goodness. So I always say that, don't take it personal. I'm not mad. I gotta sleep. Or if I'm at work, I can't have all those alerts going off because I mean, I am a supervisor. We're allowed to have our phones on the plant floor, but I don't want anybody else to have a reason to just get mad at me. Some people are just looking for a reason. So,
makes sense.
how did you guys meet again? Who? Us? Everyone knows how we met.
On dark stream.
Yeah. I was gonna actually
Like,
just make something
oh,
up just now, but you ruined it for me.
we all did.
I was just gonna make something up.
Oh, no, we didn't. I met Phantom on dark stream. I don't know about you.
Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Oh, tell us your story.
Tell us one of your scary stories. No, I already said that if I told you a scary story live on the air, what's going to end up happening, like if I was reading something, I'm going to stutter. The rest of the live stream will be me stuttering and sweating. Do you want that? How bad do you want that? Can we maybe get a show in the chat of who would like to hear that and who would not? Because I can pretty much guarantee people don't want to hear me stutter like an idiot. I appreciate you for asking me to narrate a scary story. I think Miss Monster probably could if she wasn't coughing up a lung for the last 40 minutes. But yeah, I just don't. I don't think it's gonna happen. One of my stories. Oh, you want to hear one of my stories? You want to hear a scary story from me? One of my experiences? Something personal? Is that what you're asking me?
Personal questions.
Something that happened to me that was really scary. I mean, look, I shared one on. I do have a video on it, and it was the if you go to my channel, it's the doppelganger story. It actually did happen to me and a girlfriend that I was seeing at the time. So there's that one. As far as anything else that I could tell you that's kind of scary, you'd have to let me think for a few moments because I want to think of one that I don't want you to go, man, that one was okay, and then I don't want to go on one that's going to take like 30 minutes to tell you. So. I don't know. I have lots of things I could say, but it's just you gotta give me a minute to think of it. See, now you put me on the spot, and I'm all nervous here.
Pressure.
So no,
Pressure.
yeah, pressure has too much of it. I don't know what to do. You just need to take a lozenge and get that garbage out.
Oh, I hate that word. Oh, stop.
Lozenge?
Oh, Jesus.
What if I just say cough drop?
That's fine.
Is it like the word moist? People don't like that word. Is that what it is?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, lozenge.
Oh, God. How to make it?
See, now I'm catching your bubonic plague.
No. You had it first.
Oh, okay. You got me there, but
Thank you. I caught yours.
you caught my hacky coffee, whatever.
It was that collab.
It must have been. What else could it have been? We do one collab together, and all of a sudden, you're dying.
Oh God.
I apologize.
I got a lady at work sick. She's not very fond of me right now.
Do I like the word blouse? I'm fine with that word. That doesn't bother me.
What? People don't like that word?
It says Phantom's writing stuff in the chat. I'm going to always assume that he's asking a serious question. And I just know it's going to come back to bite me. But I'm just going to assume. I'm going to play it safe and assume that it's a serious question. No, I have no problem with that word, blouse.
Yeah. Blouse.
Maybe it would depend on the context.
Blouse.
Like, is it part of a bigger sentence? Or is it just a word? If it's just the word, I'm okay with it.
Put it in a sentence, Phantom. I need to know context here. And
keep it PG.
PG. Oh my gosh. Why I can't do stories yet. I can talk, but I can't record for more than 5 seconds.
I can probably tell you an experience I had. It's not going to be story-like, I apologize. But since you asked, I will tell you about something that did happen to me, and this was probably close to 10 years ago. There was this abandoned house, and it was bought by an owner, and he wanted to renovate this. When I was growing up, this house was just the stuff of urban legends because everyone had a story about a personal experience about this house. Everyone said that this place was haunted. I really wanted to believe these stories, but the problem is that every story that I got was different. So I just took it with a grain of salt and just assumed that there's no way in heck that any of this is legit. It's probably just not true. When I met with the owner, I asked, would it be cool if myself and a few friends of ours just came in here and we, brought some cameras and some recording equipment and we just filmed here for a couple of nights. He said, you know what, it's fine. Just, don't, the place has already been damaged enough. It's quite dilapidated. It's a very old structure. People have broken in to try to film it because they think there are ghosts there. It's fine. If you want to, you can, but just, you can do it on these days at these times and then that's it. And you can't show anyone the videos. So this was in the wintertime, and so this is a building that's abandoned. There's nobody there. It's all busted up. It's all exposed to the elements, and it's freezing cold. We go in there with our cameras, we set everything up, and we're down in the basement area because the rest of the house is literally falling apart. We had to actually sign waivers to allow ourselves to be on the property because it was so badly dilapidated that if you were to walk in to what would basically be where the kitchen was, you would possibly fall through the floor, and the basement was so deep that you would have died. There's no way you would have survived it. We've got the night vision camera set up and we're recording some audio, and we're all just kind of sitting there. We're shining flashlights around and just waiting. And we're there for probably, I want to say, about 2 or 3 hours. Really quiet. I mean, you can just hear the breeze outside. It's just one of those cold, just kind of quiet winter nights. And we start hearing kind of a rustling noise in the room that's in front of us. I'm starting to think to myself, since the ceiling is sort of caving in, it's possible that there's just there's some debris that's falling down and hitting the cement, and that's probably what we're hearing. I kind of chalk it up to that. So we shine our lights in there. We're not noticing anything moving. We're not hearing anything from the upstairs. We're not hearing changes in pressure in the house or anything. But what we are noticing now is that whatever this sound is that it's starting to get closer. And what originally sounded like kind of like plaster or pebbles falling started to sound more and more like footsteps. My first thought when that sounded like that was to look over at the other guys who are with me and say, "Are you hearing that?" And they're like, "Yeah, I can hear that." And I was like, "I think it sounds like," they're like, "Yeah, footsteps, right?" I go, "Yeah, exactly." I start thinking people are breaking into this place all the time. It's quite possible that somebody actually came inside from the other side of the house because there were 2 sets of stairs that could lead you to the basement. So we're shining our lights in the room and we're looking around. Nobody's in there. Kind of turn our lights off and we're just listening for a little bit and we start hearing it again. Only now it's getting closer to us. It gets so loud and we start hearing the scraping noise of the debris on the floor as your foot would make that sound if you were to step on it and twist your foot. It's that loud.
Oh God.
I'm starting to get chills. And so I'm like, everyone just kill your lights. Just really let the night vision camera film in that room. We're just going to step back a little bit. It sounds like it's at the threshold of the door and then it just comes to a dead stop. And I hear that final twist of the debris into the cement. And it's real quiet. And it was loud. Then nothing else happens for the next hour. We pack up our gear, we get home. First thing I do is I start rewinding all the tapes and I start backing everything up and I start listening to the audio. You can even hear, the audio was so clear because I use such expensive recording devices for audio. You can actually hear us whispering and you can hear us breathing. But what you could not hear was you could not hear the footsteps. They weren't audible on any of the recorders we had, and we had 3 different audio recorders going in that room. I went back to the video footage. There's nothing on the tape. Nothing happening in that room. Absolutely nothing. I'm like, that's not possible. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. We all heard this. We're all acknowledging it. You can hear us talking about it on the recorders. You can hear it on the audio of the camera. but there is nothing on any of those devices that picked any of it up, not even one footstep. And if it would have been me there alone, I would have thought I'm just hearing things. It's just my imagination, but we all heard it.
Oh my God.
So as far as what caused that, I don't know. The sad part about that house is that it got so bad with people constantly breaking through windows and trying to get in there to take photographs of ghosts and things like that. The owner got so frustrated with that, he actually decided that he was just going to demolish the house and be done with it. And that's what happened.
Oh,
And I would really have loved to be able to go back there, but unfortunately we never could because there's nothing left. I still drive by it once in a while, you know, and it's just an empty, you know, parcel of land, but yeah, good times, good memories. That's kind of a scary story, kind of, sort of.
yeah, that was, yeah. I have never been in a scary situation like that, so
Lily C Nation is here. Hello.
bow down to Lily.
Another excellent horror narrator. It doesn't always do horror though. Sometimes the stuff that really isn't like horror is just more of a really good story. Just a really good campfire kind of story, you know.
Yeah, she's got a good voice.
Yeah, I agree. Not everything is straight up horror, you know.
The Puddin' Pops. Oh my God.
Right.
And he was supposed to be at work.
He probably is at work right now.
He's just slacking off. I feel like you're always at work. My gosh.
Unfortunately, I usually am. I almost got called in tonight because somebody didn't show up, but I was like, no, I don't want to go into work. I'm trying to have an actual day off today. And of course, I get a call from corporate and they're like, well, you know, the payroll's all messed up here. You've got these people scheduled on the same days and that's not correct. And I said, I just sent you payroll yesterday morning. What are you looking at? And she's like, oh my goodness. I was like, what? I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. I was like, what?
Oh gosh.
She's like, I'm looking at the one you sent before that. I'm like, yeah, you're looking at the wrong one. I sent you the updated one, the corrected one. That's my life. I've been working too much, and now they give me those wonderful pay cuts every time I help out. I could be worse. I could be like a total jerk about it and just take all my crew and just schedule them to work all the hours and just sit at my desk and drink fake coffee all day and eat pudding pops, like Phantom says. But that's not really me. That's not what I do. I'm a working class kind of guy, and I want those guys to have days off too. So I work their shifts so they can take a day off, and yeah. Phantom's on a 12-hour shift, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Oof.
Get arrested? No. I don't think that that's a good idea. Oh, I see what that is. It's part of a story. I have a house down the road from my house, and a few weeks ago, me and my friends went in. There's a big ledge, and a big chunk of glass was thrown at us. And then we ran. 2 weeks later, a homeless man got arrested. Thank you for that story.
It's the homeless hot dog fan.
That could happen.
I don't have any creepy stories. I feel like a failure in this community.
It was an abandoned house.
Oh.
Now, if Vidith was here, he could read that so much better than I could, and he would have done that really creepy, that creepy voice that he does. That is so amazing.
He's got skills, man.
He's got mad for a 20-year-old. He's got mad skills.
Like skills.
How that guy does not have 1 million subs is beyond me. Something is really wrong with that.
Like he does his Instagram live streams. Have you seen them?
I have.
He just plays piano and sings, and I'm like, dead.
I almost clicked on one when I was at work the other day. I was like, oh, I can't do that. Oh.
Oh, I do. I'm just like, headphones are in. If you need me, call my extension. Bye.
I could almost get away with that if it wasn't for the fact that there's always somebody coming by my desk.
Gotcha.
And if I'm not at my desk, I'm out on the floor working. So I don't really get the opportunity to just, although other people in the office do that kind of stuff all the time. They're always messing around, and it's okay if they do it, but I can't take a break. What the heck?
You're the boss.
You have another story is recent. Can't tell it. Maybe in a month you can tell it. Okay. Oh, Heidi says she doesn't have a scary story either.
Oh, good. I'm not alone.
Maybe don't tell me nothing like scary happens in Canada. I've seen parts of Tusk.
Oh, things
Ew.
happen all.
Yeah, they must. Creepy things in Canada.
Lily, gosh, real life's scarier than fiction. Sometimes, for some people, yeah.
I think that's true. The worst part is that regardless of how creepy of a story someone could write or tell, there's always going to be somebody that did something in real life that was far worse than that.
Mhm.
That's the disappointing part. Somebody's always done something really revolting. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out Rob Deck's channel. I'm not paid to say that, by the way. Please keep YouTube creepy. Use that hashtag.
Hashtag sponsored. Hashtag ad.
Hashtag the Rob Dyke. Hashtag keep YouTube creepy. I'm not paid to say that. Seriously, I'm not.
I'm not paid in general. No.
Seriously, no. Go try to find an ad on one of my videos. Just try. Go ahead. Let me know how that goes for you.
Oh.
I don't have very many scary stories aside from one of my stalkers, but that was just weird rather than scary. No, that's scary. Stalkers are scary. I had a stalker once.
Okay, well, if we're talking about that kind, yeah, I have scary stories.
That's scary. Yeah.
I have paranormal stories. I have creepy people stories.
Hashtag keep Miss Monster coughing. You know what? Go post that on Twitter. Get that to trend.
Oh man. No, I don't.
No, it's it's stuck now.
See? Now you're coughing.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no. We're spreading germs through the internet.
All right, another story. I was home alone with my dog. And then I heard her barking at something in my basement, so I stood up and started heading down the stairs. Halfway down, my dog started yelping really loud. Then I saw a man run up my stairs and through my back door right in front of me. Okay, continue the story so I can keep narrating. I never saw him again after that, but I'm sure he's still out there somewhere, waiting. Yes, allergies are real. I don't suffer from any, but all my friends do. They never found the guy, so he's still out there. Spread germs through the internet. Well,
Exactly.
yeah, I think so. Kind of all sharing germs now, if that's the case. I have the plague, I think, and so does Miss Monster.
Oh God.
I feel I feel a lot better than I did like a week ago, but still I am suffering.
Yeah, I'm just happy I can talk again. Like I physically could not, like I couldn't speak for like a week and a half.
I know, and that's why you couldn't be on the last live stream, and I was sad.
I was so sad because I was like, Bennett, here. Kid join. Oh, and Dolly was there too.
Yeah.
It was a good little group.
Hashtag stop Mr. Beast. I actually want him to continue doing the spinner thing. I really just I think because it's an exercise in what people are willing to watch and how YouTube doesn't have to be a place where there is organization. Things can be chaotic, they can be very random and very sporadic, and I think that that's actually a good thing. You don't always have to have a plan when you go into things. So, and people are watching it, they seem to be enjoying it. I'm not going to fault them for that.
Gross. Where they clearly did more.
Oh, hey, how do you feel about those spam comments you get where people clearly didn't watch your videos? And then they link their channel to you, to their comment, asking everyone to check out their channel. How do I feel about that? I hate that. Here's why I hate it.
Delete.
Yep. I hate it because it's sort of like going on somebody else's channel and advertising for your channel and trying to steal their thunder, and I don't agree with that. What you should do instead is you should write a nice comment on there, and then if you have a channel, give it a casual mention maybe, but don't link it. Just say, oh yeah, if it's a horror channel, say I'm a narrator too. Leave it at that. People can put two and two together. They can click on your picture and find you. I don't do sub for sub either, and that's because then yeah, you get a nice subscriber list out of that if you can get a bunch of people to do it day after day, but they don't watch your videos,
No.
so don't bother. I mean, think about it. Let's say you spend 4 hours a day, and in a 4-hour period, you can get 30, maybe 50 people to subscribe to your channel. So let's say you get to a point where you have 1,000 people that have now subbed to you. Well, look at it this way. You just did sub for sub. You've now subbed to 1,000 people as well. Are you going to watch one video from every single person you just subbed to? Of course you're not. Come on. We know you're not going to. So what makes you think that they're going to do the same for you? They're not going to. Sub counts are great if you can have a good subscriber count. Absolutely, that's awesome. But if you're not getting viewers, then what's the point? That number means nothing. So I'm fortunate in the fact that now that I've hit just over 300 subscribers, the bulk of them actually do watch my stuff. So I appreciate that. So if as long as you're getting, allow those people to watch your stuff, great. That's great. That means that they're actually active subscribers, because otherwise those numbers will just fall off if people aren't actually engaged. So Mr. Lonely Dark is back. A coworker wanted to switch shifts. Welcome back.
Welcome. Welcome.
We were just talking about you a short while ago.
What are my thoughts on bags of milk? Um, they're cool, I guess. I don't know.
I think they fit really nice in the refrigerator. They don't take up a lot of space. I think that's kind of cool.
We have like the bag tray and then the bag holder. Is that in all of Canada? I don't know.
We have them here in the States too.
You have them? Oh, okay.
We have the bags of milk. I've never seen a refrigerator that really accommodates them. You just gotta kind of slide them under the meatloaf or something, Find a place for them to fit.
Lily, bags of milk? Yes, bags of milk.
We are bulk.
Stop the Canadian propaganda. Never.
Why were we talking about you, Mr. Lonely Dark? We were just saying what a cool guy you are, and I was talking about how we were working on collab, you, myself, and Gothic Librarian. And you wish your subs were more active. Well, you're actually doing really well, considering how new your channel is. You're actually doing really well. And like I said, it took me 9 months to hit 100 subscribers. And I was uploading up to 5 videos a week. So I think actually my heaviest week, I think, was 6 videos in a week. So you do quality stuff though, so keep it going. Lily, what do you mean you wish you had more views? You like totally get more views than I do. You have more subs than me too.
I'm not subscribed.
Just keep doing what you do. You're doing great. Your channel's kicking my channel's butt.
Mr. Lonely Dark, I just subscribed to you because
bulk of them. Never mind, it was funny to me. Okay, now I understand. I apologize. I don't always get the context of things, so I apologize. Oh, Mr. Loyally Dark, you want more interactions because you love responding to comments. I mean, I do too, but some videos I have only get like 1 or 2 comments, and some get like 15 or 20. So it just depends. There will eventually be a point where your channel is going to explode, and you won't have time to comment on everything or respond to everything, and then your feeling might change a little bit. You'll actually probably start feeling a little guilty, just like I would. But no, keep doing what you're doing, man. I would be the guy to sit at my computer for 16 hours on my days off to just try to reply to all the comments. I would be that guy.
Just all day.
I could see doing that. I actually knew a couple paranormal investigators like that. One of them, I think his name, his username, I think was Sandman Ghost Hunter or something like that. And he said that he would actually spend 16 hours a day, every day, and he worked a job too. So I don't know when this guy slept, but he would spend 16 hours a day replying to emails and comments because he wanted to make sure that he kept the interactions going.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know that I could do that every day. Sooner or later, you got to make a video or two.
I mean, I only get the same like 5 people commenting on mine, so I have the luxury to do so. But 16 hours a day is I can't.
Oh yeah, he used to do 16 hours a day doing that. The most I've ever spent working on my channel is about 40 hours a week. And I haven't been able to hit that metric recently because, well, I've been working on a lot of collabs, and I want to get those done first before I worry about my channel. Because as long as I'm uploading something, the channel will stay current. And I mean, I know people are really pretty patient about it. But with work being the way it is, and with not having a real set schedule anymore, and not being able to really get enough time to work on things consistently, I can't crank them out like I had been until things slow down a little bit at work, and I'm not sure when that's going to be, unfortunately. But I will try to get at least 1 scary video up a week as best I can. Can I spam your YouTube channel link on PewDiePie's videos for a shout out? No. This is a true story. I kind of wish he would post the live stream from this, because I actually got on his live stream a few days ago, and I had Snapchat about this.
PewDiePie?
Yeah. I was on his live stream, and I think he was playing Hitman. So, and I've been on his live streams before and donated because I know he's getting heavily demonetized too, probably because of some of the subject nature of like, he's got a dirty mouth, and he's not kid friendly, which is weird because the Maker Studio is actually owned by Disney, so that's kind of a strange thing for me. I can't really wrap my head around that they would allow that, but I do think he's a funny guy, so I donated to him, and he let's just say he propositioned me sexually.
Oh.
I know he was just kidding. But I was like, oh, Jesus. Yeah. And all I did was like, I did my usual thing. When I donate, I always write like the same kind of thing. I usually write down just supporting the stream. That is all, carry on. And that's it. And then I'll watch the stream for like a half an hour, and then I just go back to working on my channel. And he's got a very unique voice, and it almost sometimes sounds like it's forced, like he's making himself do that weird kind of voice. And he says, he's like, "Oh, fear crawler, thank you. And then he said some things someday.
Oh man.
Yeah, he said he would something my something, and
I wish that was me. Honestly, Man Crush Monday every day. Pewds.
I don't know that I can donate to that man anymore. I just don't know. Mr. Lonely Dark, I did a 45 minutes video with Darkness Tales, and I was up until 5 a.m. because I wanted to finish it. That was an 8-hour project. I've done that many times myself too. I feel your pain, but that's just it. When you're in the zone, you want to finish. You really do. Longest I've ever spent working on one video was about 3 days. The one that I spent the longest time researching because I want to triple fact check everything was the 3 serial killers never caught video. I didn't want to have factual errors in that one, and I want to make sure that I had videos that, well, I not videos. I wanted to have serial killers that weren't as well known. I want to make sure that they were still in a time frame where they could probably still be alive and still be out there. So yeah, that one took the longest to research, but it wasn't the longest one to record. Have I done collab with Darkness Prevails? I have not. Redacted. Yes, Phantom, redacted. What do you say? Okay. He said he said I will blank your blank. And then he said something along the lines of, if you're a guy, and if you're not, I'll do it anyway. Something like that. And if anyone wants to call BS on that, go right ahead. But there were thousands of people in that live stream that heard that will testify to that. And a lot of them ended up subbing to me after that.
Oh my gosh.
So if you want to go check my subscriber lists, go right ahead, because those people will back that up 100% that actually did happen.
Streams, because like I would be there. Like, why was I informed? Where was my memo?
Oh, that's it. Next time he's got a live stream going, I'll shout out for you. I'll do that, and then what I'll do, and then I'll Snapchat it, so that way there's evidence of that.
Send me a DM and I'll go. I'll be there.
I will do that. Who's my favorite serial killer? I think that's a weird sentence. Who's my favorite serial killer? It's like, out of all the serial killers out there, you, sir, are my favorite. I think maybe that's like asking which one do I find the most interesting. There are way too many for me to even pick. I can't even say favorite because that sounds weird. I think that the subject is interesting because true crime has always interested me, and it's the same thing for my brother. In fact, he likes true crime so much that I actually got him like the Big Book of Serial Killers, which actually is a real book.
Oh.
For a birthday present, because he was always so much into criminology and stuff like that. And I actually read part of it because when we were at work and we'd take breaks, he'd always bring those books with him. He's like, hey, did you read this yet? I was like, no. I was like, that's your book. He's like, yeah, I'm done reading it. You can read it if you want. I find all of them to a degree interesting because I'm always trying to understand the modus operandi behind them, and why do they do it? What's the compulsion? Is there a psychological reason for this? Is it a history of abuse? What causes it? Because some people they're just sick for whatever reason, and I don't have any sort of dark, like, I'm not one of those people that I very much separate my personal life from anything I do on YouTube and anything that's scary. I don't sit there and just like have pictures of like serial killers hang up in my house or anything like that. I never take it to that extreme. And if I watch a horror movie, I only like certain types of horror movies. There's some I just can't stand. I don't like watching people get tortured. I don't like watching children get injured or get killed. I don't like watching animals get tortured or killed. Those things bother me so much, even though it's all pretend, it's make believe. I can't stand it, and I think it's repulsive. So I do make that distinction. So serial killers, I don't really have a favorite. I find the subject interesting, and I think that all the stories are interesting because you wonder, why was this person like that? So that's just my feeling. Just my feeling.
That actually reminded me of a poll I saw on Twitter today. It was from Duchess Dark. I don't know if you saw it.
On Twitter, I did not see that poll today. I did not.
It was, do you think a serial killing pedophile can be rehabilitated?
Oh, I did see that one. I would say no.
Yeah, I voted no as well.
The reason I'm going to say no is because when someone is a serial killer, what they have is they have what they call a cool down period. And that's the point where they stop killing until they start getting that thirst for it again. The only serial killers that ever stop killing end up being one of two things: incarcerated or dead.
Yeah.
And do I think that a pedophile serial killer could ever be rehabilitated? No, because I don't think that pedophiles can be rehabilitated because they have a compulsion to have sex with prepubescent children. I don't think that that is something that you can fix. There's something wrong with their brain that makes them do that. I don't think that you can correct it. I don't think any amount of counseling or therapy will ever fix that. That's just my opinion. I'm not a psychologist, mind you, but I'm of the opinion, and I've read enough on it to know that the bulk of them, they continue to do it because it becomes a part of their routine. It is their thought process centers on that because that is the one thing that excites them. And it only gets worse as time progresses. So I don't really think that you can rehabilitate those types of people. I do not.
I agree. I agree. And 74% of people also agree with us, according to her poll. But I saw that and I was like, that's actually a really an interesting one.
Me and my friend are really into horror stories. We aren't really interested in Mr. Nightmare and Corpse, so I'm gonna tell him about you. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Again, Mr. Nightmare is a terrific narrator. I mean, everyone's got to give him props in some way, shape, or form because he's inspired so many people to narrate horror stories. He was the person to get you hooked on it for so many of us, myself included. And with Corpse Husband, I mean, it's amazing how fast that guy's channel grew and just, how much he has a gift for telling a scary story. And it's not just because he has a cool voice, the way he delivers the story and just the amount of time he puts into his videos is pretty incredible. I mean, if I had to give you another example, Southern Cannibal, I mean, that guy's got amazing videos. That guy has such a great mind for editing and for delivery, and he's just a terrific narrator. There's just some people out there that are just so gifted at it. And certainly they've all inspired me. Deep Down Trauma Hound is here. You know what, sir? I actually was just working on your audio the other day. And I actually recorded that 6, maybe 7 times. And every time I go and I start editing it, I actually don't like it. And I just start all over again. So I'm sorry that I don't have that ready for you. I actually wanted to have that done today, but I didn't get around to it. If you guys haven't seen Deep Down Trauma Hound's channel, check him out. He did a really good video with Lush Bunny. Man, was that creepy. It made me a fan, like, instantly. He does this creepy voice effect. He wears a mask. He very much is a character within the story, so it's very cool. So check him out.
I will. I haven't heard of him, but I will.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, if you don't go to his channel first, check out the video he did with Lush Bunny, and then go to his channel, just so you get an idea of what I'm talking about.
I shall. I trust you.
I mean, he does. He narrates horror. He does music. He's got a video on there that's basically like a poem that somebody wrote that he's reciting. This stuff is very cinematic with his videos. It's very theatrical. So, and I like that kind of stuff because I think that there are a lot of narrators out there that are simply just reading, and there are some that are trying to reinvent.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can do something that sort of reinvents the video and makes it exciting again, makes it fresh again, that's going to really serve you well. So,
oh,
Your Maker, B-Bust. Yeah, Dolly's here. All right. Oh, you need a Vampire Night Out, of course. Craddock, Creep Street, Feargen. I like Feargen. I discovered him. He was on one of Mario TV's videos. Mario TV goes, he hasn't done anything on his channel almost a year, so I do hope he comes back. He was doing an Omegle video in character as Creepy the Clown. And it wasn't Creepy the Clown, it was actually one of the other clowns. I forget what his name is, the guy with the cleaver. And Feargen was actually on Omegle at that time too. So that was actually pretty cool. And that was how I discovered who he was. Because I'm like, who is that guy? I'm like, he looks like he's been doing this for a while. So I discovered his channel. He's a creepy dude. And I think unfortunately he stresses himself out a lot because he's such a perfectionist with his videos that I think that maybe he's a little too hard on himself. So I do wish him all the best, and I do hope he keeps making YouTube videos because the guy's got a gift for it. It's very theatrical and it's very good. Your Maker, B-Busta, Fear Crawler, and Corpse Husband. Really? Well, thank you very much.
Oh,
I
you made
think
it.
you. I think you got the order wrong there, though. I'm more towards the bottom.
Everyone's picking B-Busta.
Yeah, he's great.
I like him. He's just not one of my top. And I think it's funny. People always compare Vidith to Chaotic as well, which is kind of funny because of the way that they can change their voice. But
It's pretty cool, right? Some people can just do it, and some people, like myself, we can't. We're a one-trick pony. We don't really have an alternate voice. I'm just kind of that guy, And I think if I started trying to like do a creepy voice, it would just sound silly. So I'm not gonna try.
I'm not gonna try.
I'm not gonna attempt it. Mr. Lonely Dark wants to turn some creepy pastas into skits. Well, you should.
I've seen one. It was actually pretty well done. Smiling Man. I don't know if you've seen that.
Are you talking about the one that was actually a video and the guy's he's in a green suit? I think the character in there was wearing a green suit. He had black hair. Someone actually did it as kind of like a movie.
Yes,
I did see that one. That one was actually very well done.
that was. I thought that was fantastic. I feel like some more channels need to do that, but obviously that costs money and a lot of time.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that Llama Arts, who always does the animated Mr. Nightmare stories, just uploaded again today.
It was pretty good. I watched it.
Yeah, they're getting progressively better, and they're also getting longer.
Mhm.
That has got to take a lot of time. I mean, I'm not good at Flash animation. I could definitely do it, but I would not have the time or the patience for it. I mean, I'm old, so I'm used to I'm used to animating on much older software. So
Well, that's like when I watch Axeman's streams. It's just crazy how much time that he puts in, and the clip's like 3 seconds.
yeah, and it's very smooth too. So why that guy isn't again? Why isn't that guy bigger? Why isn't he? The YouTube is a strange thing for me to see so many people that are so talented that their channels just they grow up very slowly, and you have other people that I'm not gonna name channels, but they're not really putting anything into the video, and suddenly they're so popular, and I don't understand it.
Hmm.
I just don't. I got bored of Mr. Nightmare because I've been sub since 100K. 100K. I'm not bored with Mr. Nightmare. I think that I appreciate that he doesn't upload like every single day, because if he did that, it would be too much of a good thing for me. It'd be like eating strawberry cake every day. I couldn't do it.
Ooh.
It wouldn't be special. Oh yeah, don't worry. Deep down, I will definitely get that ready for you. I'm being like super hard on myself. I could give you an example of like how ridiculous I am when I collab with somebody. When Vidith sent me an email on Twitter and asked if I would collab with him, I'm like, wow, you want to collab with me? You sure you're talking to the right fear crawler? He's like, yeah, dude, I like your voice. I was like, oh, I think your voice is pretty cool too. Again, are you sure you got the right person? I recorded and deleted that audio over a dozen times before I was satisfied. And then after I emailed it off to him, I instantly regretted it because I was like, oh, it's gonna suck. Oh, it's gonna suck so bad. I'm very hard on myself. Like I'll upload a video, I think, oh, that sounds all right, and then I'll go to somebody else's video, and then I'll be like, oh man, I just totally phoned that one. I could have done this so much better. I am not worthy of YouTube.
I think I've done one for DDoS about like 8 times, and I can't get it. Like some of the words I have to just stop and Google, and I have no idea how to pronounce half of it.
Like Massachusetts.
Oh, I can't say that. I can't say it at all.
The amount of times that I had to re-record that particular line on that video is insane.
I'm not even gonna try because I'll be shunned for the rest of my life.
YouTube does not accommodate animators. Well, yeah, that's true. They don't, and I don't understand why, because YouTube really should be a place for everybody, and everything has a home here in some way, shape, or form, provided that it's not inciting anybody to hurt somebody, or it's doing things that are. See, the whole word offensive gets thrown around too much today. Look, there's always gonna be stuff out there that you don't like. You can turn it off. If you're worried about what your children are watching, there's parental controls, or just take the tablet away and don't let them touch it. It's telling a scary story. Tell me one kid that grew up anywhere that didn't get to hear ghost stories, that didn't get to hear scary stories. Tell me one child. When I was in 5th grade and we went to summer camp, that's all we did every night at the bonfire. We'd tell scary ghost stories. The counselors would tell them too. So what? I'm not showing hacked up severed bodies on my channel. I mean, come on.
Yes, there is worse stuff on TV. I agree.
Yeah, TV is well, I don't get, you watch The Walking Dead, for example, and that's on AMC, which is American Movie Classics, which to me, I don't get why that's on there, because it's not a classic yet. It's gonna have to wait like 15 more years. Yet you'll see all kinds of commercials advertising in between like as soon as the machete comes down towards the zombie's head, all of a sudden cut to commercial. And that's acceptable, but
Oh my gosh.
yet Rob Dyke can't tell a scary true crime story? Come on.
I don't want-
Seriously?
Oh,
That sounds like, oh, that's pushing it too far. You can't do that, sir. That offends me. Oh, come on. Don't be a baby.
I am offended.
I'm offended. You have just triggered me. Give me a break.
Lord of Terror's in the chat.
Lord of Terror, how are you?
He's just being gangsta, thugging it out.
Is he going to start rapping?
I hope so.
Exactly, Trauma Hound. Yeah, exactly. YouTube wants you the way they want you to be, but feel free to be yourself. Yes, exactly. Oh, thank you. He says doing good. Congrats on 300 subs. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone that subbed, by the way. Big thank you for that. I know I say that like every 20 minutes or so. I have to say that.
I have no idea how to send people links. I'm honestly like, I'm technology. Okay.
Give me just a second.
Dolly, I have them. I have water, coffee, and I have tea. And people keep telling me to drink, to have honey. I'm trying, girl. I cough, fear coughs. It's like this
I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm really trying not to. It was so bad on the last live stream.
I keep muting myself when I'm dying. Like, I don't want people to know that I have lost a lung in the process of this live stream.
All right, let me just copy here. My computer is so slow. So slow. Copy.
Mr. Lone Dark, are you sick? I've been sick for like 2.5 weeks. I can finally talk now. So, life is good. Hot tea with lime and honey. Lime.
Oh, Lord of Terror. How is it that I'm not following you? That's strange. All right, I'm following you now.
That is
really strange.
Cool. That's not cool, man.
I know. I feel like kind of guilty.
Fear Co's got Markiplier syndrome. Markiplier. Oh, do you guys follow Cinnamon Toast Ken? Because he had his baby and that thing's so cute.
Markiplier syndrome. Sure.
Oh my gosh. What's that word? No, I don't remember what it is because I block it from my brain that I don't like. Cough drop.
Lozenge.
Oh God.
What's wrong with that word?
No. No. I think did that person leave who was creeped out by my photo?
I actually I don't think so. I could be mistaken, but the photo's not creepy.
I'll take you to Whataburger. What's Whataburger? Is that good?
No, I don't think we have those around here. So, hey,
don't-
Dolly, didn't you just post a picture of that the other day? I think it was on your Instagram.
Whataburger. I see commercials for Sonic and that looks pretty good, but like I've never, I don't know if that's true.
Okay, Dolly, I'll send you the link. I'm trying to send one to
Oh,
Tara too, but doggone it if I just can't figure it out.
How do I send a link? Because I can send it to him.
I sent it to you on Twitter, so you can just
that?
just send that one. Yeah.
Oh God, wish me luck.
Okay, good luck with that.
Oh, Jesus. Ooh,
Hey, Jesus was a good man. Let's just say that.
yeah, Jesus.
Okay, Dolly, I sent you the link. So, and Lord of Terror, I believe Miss Monster is saying it to you since I'm very slow and I don't know how. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it.
He might be older than me, but clearly I am not smart in the in the Google Chrome Hangouts area.
Google Chrome hates me today. It wouldn't let me start the stream for like 45 flipping minutes.
I know. I was waiting.
I know, and I was like, oh no, there's if I see even one person wing, I'm like, no, oh, thumbs down, dislike, unsubscribe, and then hashtag Fearcrawler sucks.
Your socks?
Yes, my socks.
Your socks.
No, Fearcrawler sucks.
Oh, you suck. Oh God.
Well, Fearcrawler sucks. Well, yeah, I suppose.
Hashtag keep this
Sonic is pretty mediocre. You know, I've never had Sonic. They don't have them around here, so I'd have to probably drive south to go find one.
Yeah, I don't have any of that fun stuff. I have McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's. Oh God, I hate Wendy's. Oh.
Wendy's is good though.
Can't. Nope.
What are you guys serving moose meat up there?
Yeah. Straight up moose.
What's popping off there, gangsters?
Oh my God, you scared the shit.
Nice to see you too, Miss Monster. Congratulations, first of all. Obviously, there.
Thank you so much.
Well due. Congratulations on 300 subscribers. Very happy to be a part of this.
Happy to have you.
Welcome, welcome.
So, how have you been finding YouTube so far, there, Fearcrawler? How have you been getting on?
Oh, pretty darn good. This is now 11 months at this channel, so it's doing pretty darn good. I think, you know, the moment I had like 5 subscribers, I was like, that's amazing. You know, now it's over 300. So, I mean, that's incredible to me. I mean, to know that just, you know, 2 months ago, I only had barely 100, and to triple that is outstanding. So
I'm very happy for you.
I'm thrilled. Thank you, sir.
And Miss Monster, how you been getting on there, girl? Fill a brother in.
I'm trying not to die, but you know, it's all good. It's all good.
It's that you were sort of coughing up a lung for quite a bit of the segment I've been listening to.
Right. Yes. I'm adding to the background noise of this.
Right.
Yep. I was asked to cough silently in the background, but
yeah, if you would just die quietly.
Wow.
Die quietly in the corner of the room, please.
die
No,
quiet.
to be fair, you said that you were going to try to die quietly in the background. I just went along with it. Okay, so let's make
wow.
sure that before anyone judges, that they understand all the little facts of what happened. Deep John Trauma Holland. I still don't know how to stream with Hangouts. When you go into if you're on YouTube and you do it, and you go into like a live stream and you go into events, when you create the event and you go back to that event, it'll just say there'll just be an option to just click on Google Hangouts, so it'll open from there, so you don't have to use the other encoders. So try that.
Did anyone do anything for Cinco de Mayo?
Hmm. No,
I
Dolly?
didn't.
no.
Hi there, Dolly. Welcome to the
Oh, hello.
chat there.
Hello, Lord. Hello. Hello, hello.
Don't sound too enthusiastic there. You'll
Oh, Lord.
yes.
I'm still
Um,
waiting for Lord of
no.
Terror to start rapping.
Miss.
Well, you just said Lord, Dolly, and obviously that's my name. So I just wondered what you were saying there.
Well, I was trying to tell Miss Monster that she needs honey with lime so the cough will go away.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so she will be all right with that.
I will be all right.
And just to fill you in there, Fear Crawl, I'm actually doing a rap collab with Goodnight Goosebumps at the moment. We're in the middle of doing a mixtape, but I do have the slight dilemma that my Blue Yeti microphone, every time I record, catches fire. So I've gone through Blue Yeti microphones, left, right, and center. Currently on the 8th
Man.
Blue Yeti.
You can have mine because I hate it with a passion.
That's gangsta.
That is gangster. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah.
And so somebody needs to drop a sick beat, and
He spits fire.
that's
There's that super nut gang.
oh, not that again.
A sick
We've got to try to get that hashtag to trend.
Yeah. That
Nut
nut gang.
Not gang.
God.
And popcorn terror from Vidith.
Oh,
Yeah.
he hated me so much. Even on his Instagram videos, I was like, popcorn emoji. He's like,
He's terrified.
You did a very good drawing the other day, Dolly. I like that a lot. Where you drew quite a lot of the horror community in one.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah,
think I need to take a lot more time, so I'm gonna have to do it way better. Probably.
Well, I thought it was very good. And like I said in the request, if you could please make sure I have an extremely masculine jawline and large shoulders, just so it's realistic.
Yeah, I will make a note of that right now.
Thank you very much. Yeah, because I was looking at it thinking it's good, but it's not 100% there, girl.
yeah, don't listen to him. Don't.
I'm actually
So-
making a note of it right now.
Oh,
Thank you very much. I
jeez.
do appreciate it. It was just some feedback. In fact, what we could do is we could do a Google Hangout and you share your screen when you're drawing me, so I can just give you some pointers, make sure it's more accurate.
It's
I
gonna end
will.
up with like erase everyone else.
Yeah, that's right.
Draw me.
And just give me sort of an air of confidence, like I'm. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm pushing through the pack, sort of. There's a lot of demands, Dolly, that I have,
Uh-huh.
but we'll work on those. It's not a big deal at the moment.
Right. Okay.
Lord of demands.
Lord of
Oh,
demands, yeah.
jeez.
Oh my gosh.
For
I was
sure.
just thrilled that my picture was in there too.
By the way, I'm just joking, Fear Crawler, in case you actually think I'm an egomaniac or something like that. I'm
I've
not.
I've listened to you on many live streams actually.
All right.
He's just funny.
You're funny.
Right. I appreciate that.
Yeah, if I didn't think you were funny, I wouldn't have sent you the link.
Oh.
That's true. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you.
Live
I just
subs,
wanted to. I just saw this was going down. And I remember when I hit 300 subs, and I thought, this is a good time to show some support. You know.
Aw.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Me too.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God, I'm good. I'm good.
Are you okay?
Sure? Are you
I'm
sure?
alive. Yeah, I'm good.
I really hope you're okay there, Miss Monster.
I'm living day by day.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It's been difficult for you, Miss Monster, because you haven't been able to upload, which is
Not at all. Thankfully, I haven't gone down. I've gone up in subs, so I'm grateful for that.
that's brilliant.
No, that's because I subscribed to you twice.
Yeah, I opened up 50 accounts yesterday, and I subscribed to
Thank you, darling.
to you
Thanks.
just over and over again.
Once in a while, you just log into those
Oh,
extra
man.
accounts and click a thumbs up once in a while. So they trick the algorithm. Think,
Well, I do have 3 YouTube accounts that I subscribe to, like all of my peeps on here. So.
Dang.
yeah, that's how I got my first 3 subs.
Oh wow.
No doubt. Well, you've got to start somewhere. You've got to start somewhere. So, Fear Crawler, I must ask. You've just hit 300 subscribers. You're buzzing. You're over the moon. You are very pleased with that, and rightly so. I would be as well, and I was when I hit this. What is the future plan? Fill us all in.
Future plan for the channel is I want to actually get a regular upload schedule because for the past nearly a year now, I haven't had one. I started trying to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday kind of thing. That just doesn't work out when some of those days I end up doing triple shifts, so I can't upload anything on those days. So I do want to get a set schedule. I do want to keep the longer videos going. I just like to have a better plan of attack for it because right now it's just extremely random, and I think that that's not really helping the channel because I think people want to know when your content's going to be out, and they want to know that they can count on it. Just like a TV show. If a TV show just played at some random time on some random day and kept you guessing, you'd probably lose interest or start watching something else. So I definitely want to do that. I'm going to keep doing the collabs. I mean, I love collabing. It doesn't matter who I'm collabing with. I want to keep doing that, absolutely. And maybe I'll upload a few more short story videos. I don't want to make them super long because I don't think people would sit through them if they're like 30 minutes long. So I keep them like the 5-6 minute mark. So
Right.
definitely just going to keep
Right.
uploading and just keep doing like I do and just try to get a little more organized. That's my plan.
Right.
Right.
That's a
Yeah.
good plan.
Uh-huh.
My recommendation would be longer videos. They seem to do a lot better. And all the longer videos I have do. I don't know why that's fun. Why is that fun? Who's laughing at that? That's a what? That's not a comedy sketch. That's just a fact.
Oh my gosh.
I have no
So
idea.
anyway, the longer videos are I tend to find do much better. They generate a lot more views and things. So I'd say over 10 minutes that would be my suggestion. Over 10 minutes is a very good. I know it's difficult, but over 10 minutes is a good one to shoot for.
I think the last few have definitely been longer than that. I'm trying to keep like around. I think when I did that poll on Twitter, people they didn't the 5-minute, 4-minute videos. The people weren't really digging them. So find like around 15 minutes. It's usually what I shoot for, like 10, 15.
That's good, yeah.
10, 15. It's
And
long.
a little trick to make them longer: if you include yourself crying and screaming at the end, you can easily get an extra 3, 4, even 5 minutes out of that, depending on the quality of your screaming and crying. If it's very good,
Oh my god.
if it's powerful, the odd, you can add the odd why me, stop it. You can add things like that in that really just give it a boost.
Or just have the like really long pauses between each sentence. Just be like, hey, listen, guys, it's me.
To be fair, I actually did that.
Fair call.
I got really bad scrutinized for it. I put in very long pauses to try and get the video a bit longer, and it just ended up being terrible. And I had to actually take the video down and redo it. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't go right. If I just leave a minute between sentences, it'll be a long video and I'll get more views. It was more of like I'll just talk a bit slower and maybe that'll be more dramatic, and in return longer. But I just ended up sounding like a BBC robot.
Well,
And by the way, BBC is a British television network. Before anyone starts drawing out any disgusting conclusions from that.
I used to watch it all the time as a kid. I don't watch it so much anymore, but yeah, I'm familiar. Again, the chat has been fairly well PG.
Yeah, now that Phantom's gone.
oh yeah.
He was relatively tame, and I mean, Hitchhiker was on earlier, and he didn't say anything gross. So
No, I know.
If Hitchhiker doesn't say anything gross, then there's something wrong. I'm going to contact him to make sure he's okay.
yeah. Maybe just do like a wellness check on him or something.
I wasn't.
I will do.
I wasn't pushing.
The first time I ever met Hitchhiker was on my first ever stream on YouTube, and I was very nervous because it was, it's like the first time you do anything, you don't know what's going on and what the etiquette is and all the rest of it. And Hitch came on the stream drunk. He was intoxicated.
That's it.
And he told me that he wanted to make love to my bottom,
Oh my god.
and yeah, and he just kept repeating that for like half an hour
What the-
until the stream ended. And he had no recollection of that stream. I had to remind him of it, and we became friends after that.
Yeah, the most romantic horror live stream on YouTube.
Oh gosh.
It was intense. It was intense. He wouldn't let it go, and it got to the point where I was saying, "Yes, Hitch, I understand you want to make love to my bottom, but that's not going to happen." So, and he just wouldn't change the subject. He wouldn't leave it alone, and he just
Oh my
kept coming back to it.
gosh.
But he's a good guy. A lot of people have a bad first impression of Hitch, but he is actually a very good guy when you get to know him.
I agree. You just
I
gotta put
know.
him in his place sometimes, you know.
Went all Brokeback Mountain.
Well, he's
I
a
have
controversial one.
Yes.
But I also feel as though someone like Hitch, who puts himself out there, says things that maybe are controversial, I do prefer that to the classic, "Oh, hi guys, I've got another video coming soon. Video. Did you enjoy my video?" And just a constant loop of that. You know, at least he's got a personality and things, which is always welcome, I find.
That's very true.
I can't do my Hitch impersonation because I have to keep it PG here, but yeah,
But can you do his voice? Can you imitate his voice?
I can try, but not right now.
Why
I don't
not?
even have
To be
my
fair,
own
you're
voice.
struggling to breathe oxygen right now, aren't you, sir?
I know. I didn't lie when I said I was sick. I think people are just like, nah, she's lazy. She doesn't want to make any video.
No, you clearly are sick.
Just a bit. But I will do what you
Yeah.
said, Dolly. I'll listen to you. I'll be.
Mhm.
Lord of Terror is not Jamaican.
What?
I am, yes, I am Jamaican.
No. You're not Jamaican.
Someone asked and I answered.
Who said who was Jamaican?
Me.
Yeah. I am Jamaican, Dolly. Yeah,
Are you?
I could be. So,
Oh my gosh.
well, yep. I told Jacqueline the narrator.
Oh gosh.
I believe so.
Yeah, she was asking for a southern narrator, and I told her I was from Mississippi, and she was
Yeah, I saw.
she went. She believed that for like ages, and she wrote to me like, "Oh yeah, I still need a southern narrator." And I just thought, "Geez, I'm not." What?
Yeah, because you're deadly horror.
I am Deadly Horror. Yes, that's my second channel for anyone that's listening. That's my second channel. And I'm very proud of it, actually. A lot of people say to me, "Get rid of Lord of Terror. It's pathetic. You know, you upload once a month. You're only good for a little bit of Twitter humor, but Deadly Horror's for the future. You know."
Deadly Horrors. He's all right.
He is. Yes, he's a young lad, and
He's a young guy.
he says some silly things sometimes,
Yeah.
and he needs a bit of guidance. But all in all,
A bit.
I think his southern heart's in the right place there.
Yeah, I first met him almost a year ago on Hero to Villains Halloween collaboration, and he was in a chat, and I think maybe the only thing I worry about him is that he can be a little sensitive, and I wish that I do wish him the best, and I hope he keeps uploading. I hope he keeps improving what he does. I think he maybe just kind of talks a lot about a lot of personal things, and maybe tries to get people involved in it.
Mhm.
I'm not that type of person, because I don't want to ever try to turn people against each other, and I certainly don't want to speak badly about anybody, because it's not my place. And I mean, if I have a problem with somebody, I would talk to them personally about it. It wouldn't be like a Twitter thing. I'd call them, if we had an issue.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
'Cause I just we all just handle things differently, and I think maybe that's just his personality, and if he could separate the two and just let Deadly Horror be Deadly Horror and let himself be himself, and not and just keep it that way, I think it'd be all right. I mean, I do have another Twitter account, and that's a totally basically a personal Twitter account, which I never use. So I do have like all my other social media I got rid of because I didn't want people to try to make those connections. I want people to just think of the fear caller thing as just horror narration and just kind of leave it at that. And anyone that wants to know me in a personal way, they will in time, but I don't want to, because then, you start talking about other things like religion, politics, and different things like that. And then that's just you'll butt heads that way.
Right.
And if people get too involved in your personal life and you can't reciprocate and get involved in their personal life in some way and kind of share, they'll feel very disconnected from you. And I don't want that either,
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had a moment with Deadly Horror where he was having a similar special to the one you're having now, but maybe slightly further on. And he said to me, "Oh, would you like to come on?" And I said, "I'm busy." And then I thought to myself, I better go on and just sort of say, congratulations and everything in the chat. And during this live stream, he had an argument with his mother, and he called his mother some quite bad names, and they had a little bit of a fight for the microphone. And she took his microphone away from him and grounded him on live stream. And I could have been there. I could have been there for history. I would have. I don't know what I would have done. I don't know what I would have said, but I could have been there had I accepted.
Oh man.
Jeez.
It's in the books.
It would have been in the books. Yeah, it would have been a classic.
Gosh. A classic.
That's something you'd never catch me doing. I mean, I moved out when I was 19. I have my own
Right.
place, and I have for many years. If I hadn't, and I had a YouTube channel, and you would never catch me sassing my mother
Mm-mm.
because I'm
Right.
so very much afraid.
Okay.
Even though my mother said, when you move out and you're old enough and you get your own place, you can do whatever you want. I still don't. I still have to live by those rules because I have this fear that she's going to come over. So just like there are certain types of movies I won't watch because there's certain scenes I don't like because I'm afraid she might come over. So yeah, I very much have to
Gosh.
live much like I did when I was growing up. So yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And so I would, like if I would like just jokingly like say something about my mom, I just know my phone over here would ring and it'd be her. She'd be like, I hear you're saying things about me.
Oh my gosh. That's intense.
Something like that would happen. So I just won't do it. Just can't do it.
Well, with Deadly, he's more of a sort of rebel type. He's more of the sort of, I go about my business. If I have to rustle a few feathers, I'll do it. To make a cult classic stream. He's very much a vigilante of the pioneer of the streaming era. He takes it in his stride, extremely well balanced. And a lot of people, when they saw that live stream, they thought that's Deadly calling his mother names and fighting her for his microphone. What I saw
Oh my gosh.
was a visualization, a message of life, sort of like things from you in this world. And if you're not ready, if you're not on your game, your A game, you will lose. And doesn't sit too well with a lot of people, but it's very artsy. It's very 2022, ahead of his time.
I believe it. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this is all just in fun, everyone. This is all just in fun. I do like Deadly Horror. I like him. I like him on a personal level, because he was one of the first narrators I ever met for a live stream. Not for live stream, for a collaboration. So, I won't say bad about anybody. That's just me.
Of course, and it's my second channel as well. So
That's right. Right. I think you had a very similar discussion. I think on one of I think it was on Swamp Dwellers live stream once. I believe that you had a very similar story to share. I believe I could be mistaken, and maybe I'm having a false memory, but I remember a similar story.
it probably was. I do often make that claim, right or wrong. I do often make that claim. But it just sort of became like a cult thing where I just said I was Deadly Horror, and sometimes as a joke I start off a stream or video with, "Oh, Hagaz."
Oh man, please stick to your accent.
Well, the thing is, that's my original accent that I had to change. I had to listen to
Oh gosh.
the political debates in the United Kingdom for years to. But the original is obviously the Mississippi mixed in with the Tennessee accent. You know.
Oh man.
Yep. But one thing I did do, and I was going to put it on Twitter, it would have been a great video, is I read Deadly Horror's tweets, and it was brilliant. It was I read like some of his classics, his absolute classics, and I don't have it anymore, but they were brilliant, absolutely
He
brilliant.
tweets some gold. He was confused with something I said today, and I don't think he got my joke, but that's okay.
What happened there? Fill us in, yo.
He was talking about the show Archer. I was like, oh, I can't watch it because he suits Bob's Burgers much better. And he's like, it's the same person. I know that. I know Deadly Horror. I know.
So he was sort of questioning your intelligence there.
Yeah. I'm sick. I'm not stupid.
Yeah. So that's terrible.
He's a
Well,
special guy.
maybe doing something like that, just reading out people's tweets on a video. Like I did it with Nicki Minaj,
Oh boy.
No, you
Lil Wayne. I haven't released it, but I have done a video like that.
Can I would like to be sent these.
Yeah, well, I will do. I was thinking about doing it as a channel, but it would probably get quite boring if you just. I'd have to think of other things to do, but I don't know what I would do.
You should call it Lord of Terror tweets.
But,
Oh gosh.
that would be so good. Yes, absolutely. Brilliant.
I would subscribe to that.
I appreciate that.
Me too. Me too.
You're a funny man on Twitter. I'll say that.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
We are almost 3 hours into the stream.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I'm dying.
Yeah. Right. We should probably end this before Miss Monster, goes has a coronary or something.
Collapse.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'm worried that your heart's gonna stop.
My heart will.
No.
Hey, here's the thing. If you think in those like extreme situations, if you always have your mind thinking of like the worst case scenario, the next day you're not disappointed. You're relieved because the person's okay.
Oh, I'm still alive. Thank God.
You're alive and your cough is better. Oh, it's a miracle.
Wow.
100%.
You were on your deathbed yesterday, I swear. So if you just think like that, then you're not, life doesn't really
She drunk
disappoint
some of Dolly's recommendation. What was it, Dolly? Honey and honey.
Lime.
What was it?
Lime. Yes.
Honey and lime. Yeah.
Yes.
She drunk some of that, and she's fine and dandy now.
I can't. It's all.
It's good. Have it 2 times, like every day, and you'll be better.
And you'll have no enamel left on your teeth.
Oh God. No, I like my.
Well, thank you very much for having me, Fear Crawler. I congratulate you on your 300 subscribers. Well, it's now
Yeah.
more than that. It's nearly 330. So you're doing well there. And if there's anything I can do, because we follow each other now. Congratulations.
And the thing is that I thought I did.
Slow on that one.
I just don't keep track of. How about I don't keep track of these things? Okay.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You follow Deadly Horror, but you don't follow Lord of Terror. That's fine. No big deal.
I followed your first channel.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So,
My
yeah.
main channel.
Your
My
main
main
channel.
channel. Yeah. Main channel. It's just annoying because like people keep subscribing to Lord of Terror. Is over YouTube saying, "What are you doing? Don't subscribe here. Go to Deadly Horror. Stop it." And they don't listen.
Oh,
They never listen. Listen.
Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks very much. Well, you have a great night, guys, and congratulations, Fear Crawler. I wish you the best success moving
Thank you.
forward.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Congrats.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Aw. He left.
I know. I miss him already.
Aw.
He's always such a funny guy.
Yeah, I enjoy him.
Yeah, he's amazing.
No one ever says, "Oh, not him again." That's why I said, "Oh, Lord's on. What is he going to say this time?" When him and Hitchhiker go at it, it's insane.
Oh God.
God, Hitch and anyone, honestly, like
Yeah.
he knows what buttons to push.
And then when you get Goosebumps on there too. Oh, bro. That is a chat where you can't even like. There's no pause between words. It's just boom.
Oh God, Hitch and Goose.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
their
Yeah.
last stream. Hitch was just trying to get him to go on my Instagram, but he didn't want to announce it on his stream, so he's trying to spell it out in code. I'm like, please just DM each other for the love of God.
Miss
Oh.
Monster, you need to go rest.
I am not tired.
You
Oh,
need to.
oh.
Not tired.
Yeah, you should sleep though. It's late and it's been like a 3-hour stream, so we should probably just end this here.
Yeah.
It was fun. Thanks for having me.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on again.
Yeah.
Miss Monster had to weather through this, so thank you.
I'm a trooper.
Just don't die though. I mean, because I'd feel really bad if this was the thing that pushed your body over the edge.
That'll be
Like,
my last tweet. I died.
You seriously need some hot tea right now.
Yeah, I'll go make some.
That's a plan.
As soon as
That's the plan.
I get off here, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going upstairs to the kitchen and I'm making tea.
Bravo.
Awesome.
At 12:30 in the morning, but that's cool.
Right.
Friday.
Oh yeah, I get to go to work in a couple of hours, so
Oh God.
yeah, I will attempt to close my eyes and get something that I've heard that's rumored to exist called sleep, and I'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
I heard it's a thing. I heard it's amazing when it happens. I've been waiting my whole life to experience it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, thanks to everyone that joined for the live stream. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I apologize immensely. It's all my fault. I take full responsibility for it.
I'm sorry if I have infected anybody with the sickness.
Oh.
Dolly, if you catch it, I'm sorry.
Oh God. I'll try not to.
You got both and fear coughing away.
I'm never gonna get better. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know it's horrible.
Run away.
Run away, run to where? Canada? Come on.
Aw.
Yes, with our free healthcare.
Oh gosh.
And long waiting lists.
Oh, you guys, I feel bad.
We'll be okay.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
I guess that'll do it for this wonderful live stream.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad I met people that I haven't met before in the chat, so that was pretty cool.
That was very cool.
Amazing. Just amazing.
It's amazing.
All right, well,
Yeah.
everyone take care, be safe. Catch you next time. More scary videos on the way. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Hope you had fun. I know I did.
Yes, me too. Bye, guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye everyone. Bye everyone.